How does it feel to be legitimately in first place in the NFC? Hey, our friends in here today, where them Hawk fans at? Where all the Hawks fans at? Cowboys too. I can't remember what I've enjoyed a Sunday more. And we wasn't even playing. Woo! Wait, let me do really Ric Flair. Get into Ric Flair and wait a minute. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, God. Hey, fam, I got to tell you something right now. Hey, let me get right into this first, though. We have no injuries to report from yesterday. We didn't talk about that last night. Because we were so excited about having won that game. We forgot to celebrate the fact that we didn't have any injuries. I mean, if there may have been a couple of ouchies, but nothing serious. And I do believe somebody said Julian Taylor will be returning next week. Kwaski T is a possibility for next week. Even if they bring those guys back next week, get them out of there in the first half. In fact, from the way I was just asking about a Hawks fan, and suddenly it appears our token Hawks fan steps up to say we're going to die next week with our injuries. We will meet healthy in the NFC Championship, and I'm right here, right? The NFC Championship? You're planning on the NFC Championship, Owen? You've got no Carson. That hip injury, they say, may take him out for the rest of the season. And Jadeveon Clowney, I knew when you got him, he was going to be a part-time thing. And Ziggy Ansah was just suicide as far as the money goes. Ziggy ain't played a whole season since Hector was a pup. Woo! But Owen, good to see you. And we need to take shots at somebody. Oh, you got my sympathy. You really do. You guys have been, wiped out. I just said part of your defensive is gone, too. So, yeah, you guys are in serious trouble. Yeah. Because even at full strength, if the 49ers come in full strength, there is no game. So in this case, I don't know. It looks awfully bad. Where was the 12th today? He didn't help y'all today, did he? Woo! Okay. Anyway, Owen, thanks for the contribution. And let me go down here and, we're going to give grades. It's hard to be harsh about the grading right now, knowing all that we know about the current status of the team as far as bodies go. You can't nail and blame and just get crazy with the criticism, knowing how many guys are missing from this lineup. I do know one thing, though. I did see something today watching the Cardinals working on Russie. That is the way the 49ers should work on Russie. They had his butt corralled all day long. They beat him up. That's what I want to see from the 49ers. Robert Saleh, man, you change a few things. I know you just give those guys free leash to go do what they want to do on defense, but you guys must go ahead and come up with a scheme. The Cardinals was all over that butt, as anybody should be. He ain't got no offensive line. Get him. Rushing offense. Let's start with the rushing offense. 49ers rushing numbers were not bad at all, actually. In fact, the 49ers averaged 5.2 yards per rushing attempt. Now, this is where some believe the problem is that the 49ers did not have a consistent running attack that enabled them to pick up first downs and control the clock. You know what? Because MC Niner, it's just the guy's testosterone is out of control. He's got all these women running around in here. Let me know if I got any. Okay. Anyway, the popular complaint was Coach Shanahan's play call selections on this matter. Aheem the Dream continues to be the 49ers' top running back. I see people saying things like, yeah, the plan is to let TC and Matty B rest up until the playoffs. I'm hoping you weren't serious. Heem is the man. People hate to admit it. Heem is the best running back on this team. I saw that last year, but I didn't want to admit it either. I quit. He is the dude. Boop, dude is bad. All right. The Dream gain of 52 yards on 11 rushing attempts. He carried the ball more. I believe it clipped 100 yards kind of easily. He made a 19-yard touchdown run look easy, as he so often does, with that smooth as silk entry into the end zone. And Kim also kept his 5 consecutive games with a rushing touchdown streak alive. T. Coleman added 33 yards on 5 rushing attempts, restoring faith in his ability to move the rock, which I really was concerned about. I still don't understand, Kyle, why you won't put him in motion and send him out on a pass pattern. Also, wide receiver / running back, Deebo Samuel, checked in with 28 yards on 3 carries. Boy, I do love me some Deebo. Matty B seems to have fallen out of favor for reasons unknown and did not have a rushing attempt on the day. I read something on Twitter that said Matty B, their drives weren't set up for Matty B during the course of the game. Really? Anyway, the writing's already on the wall for next year, isn't it? They're not going to extend Matty B. He's an unqualified. Matty B could come back next year. He's an unrestricted free agent. Well, he's a restricted free agent. I'm sorry. He's a restricted free agent, so he may. Kyle, don't fool around, man. Don't get rid of Matty B, man. You know what? Kyle gets mad when you fumble the ball. Kyle never gets over that. He fumbled the ball last year. Remember that? Oh no, 2017. He fumbles the ball against the Rams. We didn't see him run the ball again in 2017. 2018 comes along, we got injury issues. He's forced to bring Heem into action. Heem goes buck wild, and if not for that, we don't know. Kyle's a hard man. That's the way it's going to have to be. Heem will get back in somehow. But that's right now. That's all. If you have any other theories on this situation, they're welcome in today. The 49ers get a B on the rushing, for that matter. Yeah. We'll be back. I got signal for a tech issue. Look out. All right. Anyway, the passing game was a mixed bag for the 49ers most of the game. The pass protection had difficulties against the Rams' pass rush, to put it mildly. I really wonder, do teams get up to play the 49ers? That pass rush didn't look like that in Dallas. Of course, Dallas does have that all-star premier offensive line, but still. Jimmy standing back there, snap, here come the defense. I was like, oh. So, Jimmy G threw 2 INTs and was under pressure most of the game, sacked 6 times. That's got to be a high for the year. And, fam, here's the crazy thing about it. They didn't get G in the first half. The offensive line finally just gave up in the second half. Most of those sacks came in the second half. But this is why I defend this kid. When the 49ers needed it, Jimmy G, as he's done time after time this season, shook off the tremendous beatings. He took, you ever watch Shawn Michaels, The Heartbreak Kid? You know how Shawn Michaels used to ever get beat? Man, whoever's fighting, Shawn Michaels used to get they just beat his brains out. Shawn laying on the floor. Whoever's beating him runs around the ring. And Shawn would get up off the mat and kick the dude's butt. This is Jimmy G, he's the Heartbreak Kid number 2. Jimmy came through huge. JG completed 16 of 27 pass attempts for 248 yards and one extremely important TD. JG led the 49ers on 2 late go-ahead drives. He capped one drive with a 7-yard touchdown pass to tight end George Kittle. Then, with the score tied in the closing minutes, I'm talking blood dripping off his battered body and refusing to acknowledge or give in to the pain. G twice converted 3rd and 16 passes to Kendrick Bourne. Emmanuel Sanders when it mattered the most. The second of those was a 46-yarder to Sanders to set up the winning points. I said, gee, what? Man, it was dramatic. But this aspect of the offense needs to get sharper, fam. It really does. I don't know if it's got to do with. There's so many things you can point to. Most people want to point at Jimmy. I have a problem with some of the pass plays, and I definitely have a problem with the offensive line. I'm giving all the glory to Jimmy. That was awesome. He came through in the clutch when he had to do it. He sat back there. Those dudes were still coming 100 miles an hour. Jimmy fired a bullet, caught George Kittle in stride. I said, what? Sanders downfield. He could have pulled him on it, but I understand that he was. They got to him just as he was about to let that ball go, so he wasn't able to pull the trigger on it as hard as he could. But Sanders still hustled that ball in. I said, G. Next year, I look for you to be one of the premier quarterbacks of the league next year. This is all learning experience for that kid. It was dramatic, but as I say, this offense needs to get sharper in order to avoid these extreme finishes. I get sick of this each and every week. But the fact of the matter is, this is a championship caliber team. Only your championship caliber teams can get away with that kind of madness. Grade C- for now. Let's see what they do going forward. Next week, I want a total demolition of the Hawks. They're depleted. Their will is out. Pete Carroll even can't get that will for They know they're outmanned and outclassed next week. Will they show up? What I don't like about that place is the weather. You've seen players. Kyler Murray pulls up blame. It's too frigging cold. And that rain is coming down. It's just, Anyway, Russian defense, the 49ers did not allow Tal Gurley and the Rams running game to be any kind of a factor. Gurley had just 48 yards on 15 rushing attempts, but he did score 2 TDs. Dre Greenlaw led the 49ers with 13 tackles, while Fred Warner added 11 tackles. Sherm, Katavius Street, Solomon Thomas, and DeForest Buckner each had tackles for a loss. The 49ers came to play. Defensively, it looked a little... It wasn't as bad as it appeared in certain spots. This is also an aspect of the game where the 49ers turned into some of their best efforts of the day. They get a B plus on this effort. Because when you consider the guys that are out, Dre Greenlaw played his heart out, and he's getting better. He's getting better. Passing defense, as you know, is another story. Unlike the first 49ers-Rams meeting in October, Jared Goff was not affected too much by the pass rush. This time he did a very good job of moving that pocket, which is seen to be the thing how you hurt the 49ers. That moving pocket and of throwing the ball away anytime the rush got close to him, which is something I wish Jimmy would do a little more often. But Nick Bosa got some consistent pressure and forced 2 incomplete passes with his pressure. But the 49ers did not register a sack. Did you notice Salah has called Nick in his office and said, I'm no longer looking at you as a rookie. You do what you want to do in that line of scrimmage. You line up wherever you please. It's your show, kid. Go get him. Nick has been set free to do whatever he deems necessary to stop a team. I'm impressed. I am thoroughly impressed. That's a rookie. He ain't even finished with his first year yet. Ooh, wait till he grows up. In fact, the drought of San Francisco's sack machine continues as the 49ers have just 3 sacks in the team's past 4 games. Fred Warner supplied one of the plays of the game when he INT'd Goff at the sideline and returned it 46 yards for a TD in the closing minutes of the first half. As you know, that play helped balance out what was an otherwise strong game for Jared Goff, who completed 27 of 46 pass attempts for 323 yards. His touchdown passes to Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks both came with cornerback Okello. I don't know what's going on with Spoon. I know. He looked better before he got injured. I don't know what's going on with him. He seemed confused out there as to where he's supposed to be. His decision-making has gone awry. I guess, he said earlier in the season it had a lot to do with the pass rush. The pass rush isn't so bad that Keller's going to be okay. They get a B minus because they stopped when they had to. I guess. All right. Special teams. This might have been the best game of the season for special teams, which began on a high note. Richie James, 81-yard kickoff return. Richie, Mr. Hey, fair catching, man. I ain't going. I go ahead, I'll catch it. Get him away from me. Richie said, "Damn that." He got that ball, and for one more block, Richie goes to the house. That counts through for our first points of the game, and of course, they even concluded with what was once routine. Another Robbie Gold moment of gold. Game-winning 33-yard field goal as time expired. Mitch Wisnowski had a very good game as he averaged 43.6 net yards on 5 punts. Give him an A. Give them an A. Don't even hesitate. Overall, the 49ers had plenty of problems on offense and defense throughout the game. The Rams had solid plans on both sides of the ball, and they made it really tough for the Niners. There's no doubt about that. I'm sure that Pete Carroll's going to try to take a script off that page and be waiting for the 49ers come Sunday night. But the 49ers made enough plays on defense, offense, and special teams to pick up the victory that had to be. The biggest regular season game the 49ers have played in a very long time. With all the emotion of the day, this game was huge. But the most pain was about C.J. Beathard's brother, Clayton. Clayton was the victim of a fatal stabbing in Nashville early Tuesday morning. And George Kittle called this game the toughest game he has ever played in his career. As you know, he and C.J. were close, being from the same campus as they played the college ball in Iowa. So, I don't know if that had anything to do with the 49ers. These are kind of distractions, though, if you don't, your ability to focus sometimes. I don't know how much CJ means to every guy in that locker room, but maybe they brought it out on the field, and maybe they played for CJ. That's why they refused to lose that game, too. Could be. But it wasn't pretty, but the 49ers did what they had to do to win, and that's all that really matters. Give them a B minus or give them a B plus on this game. Overall, and on to Seattle we go. Now, you give your grades whatever way you want to. I just want to lay that little template out there for you. Hey. Oh, it's still, hey. He says, I give up on this season. Our only running back is a rookie. What's his name, Homer? Homer looked pretty good, though. I got to say, that first one he busted, I looked pretty good. Gold Money, hang in there, Owen. Gold Money says, yo, Ronbo, aloha, my brother. Today, I love the Cards. Go Niners 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. Owen Sullivan goes on to say, and I'm a part of the Fire Pete. Why do people want to fire Pete? Pete's the only reason why you guys have done as well as you have down through the years. It's not Pete's fault everybody's hurt. But fire him anyway. Mark Slaughter says, Jimmy doesn't lose his legs enough. Yeah, this is true, and he's not so unathletic that he can't use his legs. This is what the thing is. Jimmy does have to go out and stretch plays out on occasion. Now, I hope Kyle has that talk with him. They want to keep Jimmy as safe as they can in that pocket, but come on, And Daniel Serrano says, give us a behind the scenes of your staff. No, we're not gonna do that, Brett. Daniel. But thanks for the contribution. I do have issue with Jimmy. That play he did extend and leave the pocket. Look what he did. He found George Kittle because you give your receivers a chance to work the defender. I think Kyle should suggest that if he's not, because Kyle's got a thing. And I quote him. In 2017, Kyle, he likes his quarterbacks to sit back there. They're getting beat up. That's why I like CJ. They're getting their brains beat out. They're smacked around, but they keep their eyes downfield. No, Kyle, no. If they can extend the play, let them do it. If everything breaks down, let them find somebody. Good Lord, Kyle. But Jimmy's following his directions. Hey, Shay, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Shay,
Ronbo Sports Live. How you doing, Ronbo?
Shay, I'm okay. I only got one beef with that team. I looked around at the injuries and everything. I try to let it fall, but I do, and you probably have the same issues. But if you wanna holler at somebody, you go right ahead. What you gonna do?
Oh yeah, I mean, just to regurgitate my sentiments I said yesterday about Salah. Like this is getting ridiculous. Like it really is at this point. The fact that Salah's just his brain is blocked to making on the fly adjustments. I don't understand how he just doesn't adjust throughout the games as we go. I don't get that. And to me, that's like one of the biggest problems. Like, for one thing, like, okay, everybody wants to blame Witherspoon for getting cooked. Okay, absolutely. But if he's getting cooked so much, why aren't you pulling him and putting a different cornerback there? Obviously, he's not doing his job right now, right? So if there's a problem, shouldn't the coach address it or adjust to it? Like, I that's one thing I don't understand. And it's funny. It's just funny how when the Niners had the full D line, everybody was healthy. I mean, we're talking about this man being, DC of the year, looking for a head coaching job. But as soon as injuries start piling up, we're starting to look more and more vulnerable. To me, that's just funny how that goes to go. So he looks good when we have the best D line, but now that Pass has kind of regressed, we're not making adjustments.
Shay, I only have one question on this, though. How many defenses in the league really do well with too many starters out? I don't know. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I don't know if a team can really continue at the same pace with people out. I don't know. Elaborate a little further.
Oh, absolutely not. Oh, yeah, no doubt, Ronbo, blowing out. But within the last 6 to 7 weeks, we've allowed over 31 plus points, I think it was. Yeah. And to me, that just seems a little ridiculous how you're not even getting stops. But it's just funny, the 3 losses that we have, we couldn't get a stop to save the game. Do you see? Like, to me, it's just funny. I just think that, like, why aren't we making adjustments mid-game? If something's not working, why do you keep throwing out the same scheme, Salah? And that's my biggest problem with him.
Shay, what would you do different, though? I mean, you have any suggestions, though? Because as I look at what's going on.
So what I'm seeing a lot more, Ronbo, I can immediately answer that. So I'm seeing more, right? D4 is not in, right? So we're still sending the same 4 pressures. The main core guys are in. Eric Armstead, Bosa and Buckner are in. Obviously, D4 is the last piece, right? The four horsemen of the apocalypse or whatever you want to call them, right? So if the pressures are not getting there and losing Blair, DeMontre Moore, all those good backup rotational pieces, now you're starting to have to play the guys more snaps, right? So now Bosa's have to start playing 90% snaps. Their snap increase percentage has went up like almost 80%. Like from when they were only playing 50 to 40.
Now what can you do about that?
Now it's 90. So what we do about this? So what do you do when the guys are tired? You blitz more. You send 6. You send 7. You have to blitz more. We're not blitzing enough. We're still doing the same technique. And then when we do blitz, we're running man and we're getting toasted. But by the time we're running a blitz game, they're already they're blitzing right. Oh, bam, right open the middle. Brandon Cooks, catching a wide open. He burnt Quan on that. But I'm just saying, like, if the 4-man pressure is not getting there, you have to throw some mixed adjustments up. You know what I'm saying? You start blitzing earlier and then often, or you know what I'm saying, or you don't keep the same pressing 4 all games. Like, to me, that it's just like Salah. Like, you're the inability to adapt. Witherspoon's getting cooked. I'm pulling him. He the biggest plays. Witherspoon had like 2 to 3 touchdowns scored on him yesterday. I'm pulling him. Mosley, you want to sign? Go ahead, take it. It's your position to sign right now. Go ahead and take the opportunity, man. Like, it's just little things like that. And then back to Kyle too. Like, let's run the ball. We averaged 6.6 yards yesterday, Ronbo, on the run, and we didn't even run. So I mean, to me, it's just like Salah. Like, bro, like, this has to be addressed. Like, I need better. I need to see something. And then the Rams were doing our scheme against us, and the fact that he kept putting Armstead at Ed, but Ronbo, listen, Jared Goff is a statue, right? He's not the most athletic quarterback. They had him kept running out on a bootleg. What side did they pick? Everybody, watch film right now. You'll understand. Whose side did they pick? Armstead. He kept having Armstead, the slowest D lineman, on that side. They kept bootlegging to his side. Because by the time he pressured Goff, either he would throw the ball away, Goff would get 2 to 3 yards, or he'd find a pass.
Yeah.
Either way, just watch the film, bro. I'm not lying. Like, I watched film. I know what I'm talking about.
I agree.
Armstead's not fast. So why would you have him out there? Put the Biolog. I seen Biolog on the end one time. He rushed it. Goff had to throw the ball away. There was nobody else.
We have to stop. We're gonna continue this. We'll continue this Friday. But I feel your pain on that. Because I'm looking at options too. I'm trying to figure out what could they do differently. I know he didn't put Nick's a rover now on that line, so he's gonna play wherever he wants to play. But talent-wise, I don't know. if you blitz, you leave yourself vulnerable to the pass. If you don't blitz, you got those four guys. It's a tough nut to crack. We'll see because he's got Kasurek, he's got Kiffin, he's got all kind of minds in there. Maybe they'll come up with something, but I know everybody's holding Saleh completely responsible. They're not. He's not sitting down there by himself. He's got a whole crew. They're talking it over. Let's see what they come up with this weekend. I hope it's different too. But anyway, I hear you. All right, shit, we gotta go. Let me. We'll see you Friday.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Ronbo, real quick though, Bob Dota, Seahawks reporter, he reported that Jadeveon Clowney and I forgot the safety.
Real quick.
And the brother, the cornerback, I forgot with the one arm. I forgot the brother. They're both not playing because their injuries are too bad.
Okay. All right, fam. See you Friday. Oh, man. All right. Let me roll over here. Daniel Serrano says, give it. Saludos a mi familia. Escalate con Niners. Oh, Daniel. Daniel, we haven't seen you in a while, too, man. And let's go check out Big Will.
Ronbo. What's up, man?
Oh, Will, it's let me holler at you tonight. Boy. Will, go ahead. I ain't gonna add nothing. What you got going on tonight? As far as the grades go and all that stuff.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Shea Lewis, man. He got a point, man. I mean, it ain't hard to see. Defensive side of the ball, man, we falling off a little bit. I understand we got injuries and whatnot, but he's right. We haven't been making adjustments. We haven't been making adjustments ever since the Ravens game. I mean, we didn't make no adjustment in the Falcons game, man. Ever since the Falcons game, we have been making adjustments on defense. Shout out to the offense, man. The offense is gonna be fine. Jimmy G got ice cold blood in his veins, man.
They be whooping his butt, and he's still getting up. Mm-hmm.
Right. The world needs to leave Jimmy G alone. He's all right. This man brought us down the field on 2 3rd and 16. Come on, man. That you got to punt the ball when you're in a position like that. And he drove us down the field and helped us win the game. So I don't want to hear nothing about Jimmy G. I get an offensive A. I'm just focused on his defense, man. You know what the narrative is right now? This is what people are talking about. People talking about the 49ers have been so dominant the first 8 games. Now the second half of the season, they digress. That's the narrative. That's what people are talking about right now. And people are concerned about the 49ers going to the playoffs because of their defense. And I agree because we got injuries on the defense, and we're not being creative. Robert Saleh gonna have to blitz, man. The Rams game, Goff was sitting back there waiting for a receiver to get open, and he was throwing the ball. He was also escaping the pocket a little bit. We ain't making adjustments, man. And I'll tell you right now,
let me ask a question on that, though, because you guys want them to blitz. If every team knows the 49ers are going to heavy blitz, you know what they're going to do, right?
Well, this is what I'm saying, Rob. I'm not saying overflow the defense into blitzing. Sprinkle it in a little bit.
Strategically,
sprinkle it in, not overflow.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's what I mean. I should have said it like that. Don't overflow. Just sprinkle it a little bit. Because Robert Saleh hasn't been sprinkling, a few blitzes from here and there. We need to do that just a little bit. If we do that just a little bit, then we can get back on track.
Timed properly, yeah.
Right. And the linebackers, they're not getting to their zones.
Yeah.
They're not getting to their zones. Griswold and Shazier, they're not getting to their zones. They need to do a better job getting to their zones.
There's another thing. Here's what we all need to realize also. Spoon is struggling. I agree with Shea. It may be time to sit Spoon down because when that secondary has coverage, the front line can get that little added time that they need to get there. Now, right now, Goff had people open all day. Matty Ice had people open all day. That wasn't the case early in the season. So we got problems, and the linebacker, Fred, can't do it by himself, although he almost did yesterday. But the thing is, you've got coverage issues going on along with the impacts. It'll impact the frontline rush as well. The frontline rush, of course, will impact the secondary as well. We have a dual problem going on. It's not as easy to fix as just blitzing, I don't think. But go ahead.
But like Marcel Harris, for instance, you know, fundamentals, catch the interception. You know, catch the interception. Be in your spot.
Kowalski missing.
That's the
See?
that's right. That's the thing. That's
But he
the
did a
thing
good
that's
job.
kind of going down. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you the difference between Mosley and Witherspoon. Spoon, a receiver. Spoon would trail a receiver. Mosley would stick to a receiver. It's a difference. Spoon would trail a receiver. Mosley would stick to a receiver.
Yeah, because he's got man coverage skills.
Right. You need to put Mosley in there, man. I mean that's.
And you know what? You know they're thinking about it. Watch and see what happens this weekend. We're out of time already, unbelievably. I didn't know it was that long. Yeah. All right, Will, go ahead, fam. I'm gonna see you Friday, and say.
All right. Oh yeah, one more thing, Ronbo, and this is a message to the 49ers, man. The Seattle Seahawks are very, very vulnerable right now. This is the time to come in the clink and get them. They at their lowest point right now. You got 2 running backs out for the season. You got an offensive tackle that's gonna need surgery. We got them where we want them. We need to go ahead and capitalize and get this first.
And we do.
And,
all right, Will. Because I got a whole lot of folks, but we can't go too much overtime. Let me go ahead. Save your exit for next time from fam. All right, I will see you Friday. Okay. And we go to Brandon the Buck. I'm gonna check out Brandon the Buck. Says, imagine losing to Brett Hundley. James, your time, James. James?
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, James. Well, we're all mad at the defense. But, James, I if there's a way to fix it, Robert Saleh ain't no fool. Chris Kasurik ain't no fool. Chris Kiffin ain't no fool. If there's a plan to be found, you got Kyle Shanahan also to consult. If there is a plan available with the talent we got, I got a feeling it'll happen this week, or we may see the same thing we seen last week. They're going to go ahead and continue to try to trust those guys to see if they can get it done, maybe with a little tweak here and there. But what are you thinking?
Well, first of all, thank you once again for having me and all that you do for the Niner Empire.
Thanks, man.
And my condolences to TJ and his family.
Yeah.
Such a sad tragedy here. I meant to mention that last night. But I will say this much. Recent callers they kind of hit the nail on the head. And I was going to speak on them same things, because if we realize it, ever since Akello came back into the starting lineup, which was in the Packers game, in the Packers game, he gave up a touchdown. Okay? From the Packers game to the Ravens game, he gave up 2 touchdowns.
Wait a minute.
In the Saints game,
was Spoon playing against the Pack?
He came at him and Emmanuel Mosley were alternating.
They were platooning back and forth. Yeah.
Right, but they were you could see that their intentions were to start him.
Well,
put him back in the starting lineup.
Yeah, because Mosley was not the starter.
Right. With that being said, I mean, from the Packers game to the Ravens game, he gave up the first 2 touchdowns to Mark Andrews. He left the Ravens game. We lost that by a field goal. We went into the Saints game. He gave up 3 touchdowns, but he was fortunate enough to concuss the tight end, Cook, on the first 2 touchdowns.
Gets points
and
on
got penalized for it. Yeah, and then that receiver, Smith, that new young rookie, he gave up a touchdown to him. So with that being said, and we seen what happened last week against the Falcons, this is the bottom line. If you blitz with who we've got on the field right now, if you blitz a quarterback, now I'm not going to say go the whole game without blitzing, but you got to realize right now, the bottom line is when Emmanuel Mosley was playing, we weren't giving up these kind of points. I get it that Spoon is contractually, they're obligated to play him because he was drafted before Emmanuel Mosley and, all those good things. But they got to make a change because this guy is killing our defense, man. He's reverted back to them same old ways from last year, throwing the hands up, breakdancing. Please tell me, what What the heck was him and Todd Gurley trying to do? Make a CD about let's be together, holding hands? Tackle the guy, man. What are you holding hands for him? Running, and he's constantly picking up yards. Akello got him by the hand. Like, I'm gonna bring you down, dog. When you gonna bring him down? When?
Yeah.
That
Keller
was
should have took his
the
legs out.
most
He's dealing with that straight arm. Take
unprofessional-
his legs out.
Right. And then on top of that, here's another thing. They got to make a change with this guy. The good part about it, we're hopefully going to get back D4. If we get back to Quisky Tart, maybe we should rest D4 because until the playoffs start. Because why? The Seahawks, they're done right now, okay? They're done. They let Brett Hundley, who once was on their roster, he just ran circles around. You understand?
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
saw
looking at it like,
funny.
man, they are like a wounded animal right now, and we're going to take advantage of them.
Yeah.
We need to get that Z spot.
Yeah.
Okay, our offense is going to be fine. I do believe with Mike Persons coming back, you see Persons and Ben Garland were the center and guard for Atlanta when Kyle Shanahan.
But James,
when he was over there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man.
That's why he's got the experience to be able to call his plays. I underestimated him.
Yes,
James,
sir.
we're out of time.
Yes, sir.
Though. So
okay, man. Hey, Ronbo. Thank you for what you do. Niner Empire, Niner for life. I hope they do. I think John Lynch is going to step in and try to put it in Kyle's ear. Hey, look, man, this guy Witherspoon has lost it. We need to sit him or trade him.
God.
Even if we can get some Gatorade coolers for him, man, and a player that ain't played in the last 8 years, let's get rid of him.
All right, fam.
Yeah, man.
All right.
You're right. Thank you, Ronbo. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening. Thank you.
All right, you too, fam. Night, James. Faithful Empire. Faithful Empire, I will not stand for this Witherspoon slander. I was on the Spoon wagon. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's not looking the same as he did earlier in the season. How is he confused by the lineups or assignments yet now? I don't understand that. This is why when everybody goes right to the coach, I don't. I'm like Leo DeRoche with baseball players. If my starting pitcher's doing a good job and the shortstop is missing the ball, damn the pitcher, I'm walking toward the mound, I'm taking a left turn. That shortstop is coming out of the game. And I hear Shay and I do agree. If Witherspoon can't get it done, you sit your ass down. You know what? We can't afford this right now. And you sit down, you think about what you're doing, get out there and get it done. Hey, Robbie.
Hey, Ronbo, what's up?
Robbie, man, just doing a Sunday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw on Sunday. Robbie, give out some grades. Who had the best performances? Who had the worst performances? Anybody you want to holler at? Jump on it.
I have to say, on defense, Marcel Harris, he looked pretty good.
He gets better
I
each
know
week,
he dropped
actually.
that interception, but he was physical, taking down Gurley and everything. Like, I thought he played a hell of a game.
He's one of the leading tacklers.
Yep.
He gets better every week, and I knew that. He did that last year. Remember he came in after being off all preseason? First game was shaky. Second game, he's seen a little improvement. By third game, this dude was not bad at all. He missed tackles here and there because he likes to wipe people out. But still, he gets better each and every week.
Yeah. The only thing I have to say about the defense is I really miss Quan Alexander because his coverage skills were amazing.
See, that's the problem. Some of those guys that are missing were key elements as far as the defensive prowess. Sure, the coach can come in and try to set this guy over here, have this guy do this, have this guy do that. It ain't going to matter much. You've got to have the talent on the field or it's going to be Suffer City. They're getting a little better, but they ain't Quan, they ain't D, they ain't DJ Jones. They're not Kowalski T. These things they got to work through this just like every other team in the league. Lots of teams have the same problem.
Yep.
So.
That's true. With the offense, Jimmy, the 2 picks, I mean, one of them was just a bad throw and the other got tipped, so it's not nothing out of the ordinary. But those sacks, I I don't know what happened with the offensive line. They imploded in that second half.
Well, now we know how Weston Richburg was doing a better job than anybody knew. And Mike Person is out, and he was doing probably a better job. Brunskill did okay, but he's not. I don't know the guard. He's better at the tackle.
Tackle.
It's hard to. But they were on Jimmy's butt quick.
Yeah, but if Person plays against the Seahawks, I mean, they don't have a pass rush without Clowney and Ansah, do they?
There was some guy out there imitating. There was some guy out there that wasn't too bad. I don't know who that was coming off the edge. But it's nothing like Clowney and Ansah. So I don't know what the Hawks plan on doing.
And now that we got Kittle back and Sanders, it should be an easy game. We shouldn't even have to play our starters in the second half.
Well, weird things happen in Seattle. They'll probably have to play hard in the first half. For some reason, it'll be a game for the first half game. Second half, they'll get tired and worn out because the 49ers are going to run the hell out of them. And then it'll probably come down. If that happens, I hope Kyle does start pulling starters. If they got a 21-point lead in the last 3 or 4 minutes, let's sit down. I mean, especially if you see the defense got control of that game.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see what happens with that, though.
All right, Ronbo, I'm going to get off here.
right.
Just want to say Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to the faithful. Hope you guys enjoy.
All right, Robbie. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you, too. We'll see you this weekend. All right, fam.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. And Faithful Empire says, trade Witherspoon for effing who? Barely any good quarterbacks out there. Y'all see what happened to Verrett. There's the story of the year. Where is Jason Verrett? Played one game in IR. It's hard to find cornerbacks. I have a feeling Spoon's got talent. I just don't know. Mentally, I'm wondering what happened to Spoon. Some of the things he's messing up on, he was razor sharp at the beginning of the season. He's getting beat deep. Akello, what do you? Okay, I just don't understand what happened to him. Hey, Dion, maybe you could shed some light on that.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother? Ain't it good? Hey, out of everything tonight, ain't it good to be back at that number one spot, man, where we belong?
Yes, while we getting mad at Kello, yeah.
While we getting
Contested number one.
All right, so look, everybody is saying exactly what I'm about to say. Period, point blank. We've got to figure out something different. The front line is not getting home like they used to. We aren't getting the sack. We're not getting things done. And we do need to blitz at some point. We don't have to do it all the time, but you got to at least change it up. If you give the quarterback less time, they can make more mistakes. And then that way K1 and Uncle Sherm can take advantage of that. You know what I mean? The issue is Akello is regressing. So, yes, would I agree to sitting down? Sit his ass down.
Akello's what, 24?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I mean, look, at this point, man, you either got to get with it. You got to get with it or get gone. And I have another thing. So, in the playoffs, D Ford is supposed to be back. Now, I'm going to tell you this. When we gave up that second-round pick for him, we knew he was injury-prone. He's been injury-prone his whole career. If you guys don't like what I'm saying, I can give two craps about it because it's the truth. You don't believe me? Check his history. He does not play full seasons all the time. No. That season he played in Kansas City before we gave up that second-round pick was the most games he played his whole career. So if he comes back and winds up getting injured again, this will be a waste of a second-round pick on somebody who cannot stay healthy and stay on the field. Luckily, we have Parag Marate up there making sure that these contracts are easy to get out of, and we don't wind up breaking ourselves and in a hole because we're paying somebody a ton of money. If he does not get out there and produce like that, we need to draft somebody that's going to replace him because it doesn't make any damn sense that he can't stay on the field and help us win games. And then the next point that I want to make is just this. Ronbo, though we won by the skin of our teeth, did I not tell you we were going to beat the Rams? And look what happened with the Hawks.
Yeah.
They drop one to the Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals, mind you, have been doing this for years. They figured out how to win in that Hawks nest. They have. I don't know what they do or how they do it, but the Cardinals have been for years
3 out of
getting
4
them in their
times.
house.
Yep.
I've been doing it. So that's not nothing new. But randomly, the Seahawks lose. We win by the skin of our teeth and a nail biter over the Rams. And here you come. And see, Ronbo, I told you, though, it wasn't on Sunday night. They flexed us into Sunday night football.
No,
They knew this was going to happen. I called it, Ronbo. I'm telling you, watch. Sunday night, the ratings will be through the roof, strictly based on that game. Everybody's going to be watching all the other games, going, "Oh, okay. Well, the Packers and New Orleans, they're fighting for a seeding spot. They want to know what's going to happen." None of that's going to matter to anyone because everybody will be fixated on Sunday night. And Sunday night, they're going to break the bank and break the rating scale like nobody's business. I know I'll definitely be watching because I'm a faithful, so I have to. This is in my blood. But I'm telling you, Ronbo, what I told you last time is coming to fruition. This purposely happened. Dropping that one to the Birds, they don't care about that because they know at the end of the day, they still got to beat us. And they need that.
And
had we even
Kyle
lost
knew the Cardinals were going to stop the Hawks today.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Had we beaten the Falcons, this game wouldn't mean nothing. Nick Mullins could have started this next Monday night. That's the only – but that wouldn't have flexed us into Sunday night, though.
No, it wouldn't have. We would have stayed in our own spot. But one thing I can tell you is that Nick Mullins would probably go in there and whoop on him.
And beat him anyway.
Beat him even worse. But we got our defense. I know we got to get out of here, but our defense has to play better. And yes, I agree with everyone on all points made. All my callers before me, you guys hit the nail on the head. There's nothing wrong about what you were saying. We need to go ahead and sit Akello down and let it be Uncle Sherm, Mosley, and K1 out there. And then at the same time, we're lucky that I think Clowney's been out. So he won't be terrorizing Joe like he did the last.
He won't be effective anyway. He's not nearly healthy. Yeah, but anyway.
So we'll be able to do what we got to do, man.
But Dan, you're right. We out of time. I'm going to see you Friday, fam. And by the way, in the meantime, you, Shay, and everybody else, come up with a defensive plan, an alternate plan you think that might be effective. I've already thought about this long before today because I thought about it 2 weeks ago and says, I got Dion, I got this guy, this guy. That rush ain't gonna look the same. What the hell can they do different? Thought about blitz, but give me guys, come up with another plan. I want to hear about it Friday. All right, D. I'll see you then. Yeah, I see. I mean, I believe me, I agree. The fast rush is not what it was. The guys are getting tired. I told you about the over snaps early in the week. These guys are working harder now than they ever did. But what can they do? Blitz? Yeah, maybe, but you think that'll be enough? You can't blitz all game long. You got to do it strategically. What about the times you don't? You need something more solid than that and more consistent. The pressure needs to be on all the time because, quite frankly, blitz is not going to rest those front four. I have an issue with Solomon T. This is going to be an off-season thing. He's not helping. Faithful Empire says, trade Witherspoon for... Oh, we already did that. Okay, Hey, Rodney!
Ronbo.
Rodney, what's up?
Nothing much, just listening to everybody.
People are angry. We're 12-3, but, this team is so good, they really should be 16-0. About 15-1. Because, you know what? The Ravens are really – you talk about coming up with a defensive plan, they better have one by then for sure. Good Lord, that team is scary. Did you see the highlights of Ravens today? Action Jackson's clowning people. He's been up – he fakes like he's going to – and then he runs to the end and says, oh, hell no. Well, oh, my God. Rodney, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
He's blowing out other teams, but he ain't blow us out.
And that's true. That's true.
And he was home, so I don't care about him. I don't even care if we see them in the Super Bowl. The only thing I'm not worrying about it, but Lorette, is he on IR?
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on for it. Nobody even talks about him. Not even the media. I have
Well,
no idea what's
what do you
going on
think, bro? If he's not playing, then maybe they saving him for the playoffs.
with
You
well,
know, if he's not
maybe.
on IR, you
Could
know,
be.
here we go. Here goes a nice corner, healthy corner, you know, for the playoffs for us. And I understand, you know, that this and that. Well, Keller was, listen, remember, he just came out from an injury. Playing, he had a good game, then, you know, you know, but don't give up on him. Trust me, when playoffs come, I think he'll be focused with the defense. That's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? There's no
Rodney,
need to give up. Don't give up on this defense, because you know why? Because if it wasn't for that defense yesterday, we lose this game.
yeah.
14-3. 14-3. We did it twice already
That's true.
against the Saints and the Rams. Come on now.
It's
if it
the
wasn't
defense.
for, I understand. Go ahead.
No, defense is broken down, but they're still, for the most part, they're bending, but they don't break completely. But they send you through a lot of freaky moments that just really make you go, "Oh my God!" So yeah.
Yeah, but the word they've been through a lot, man. There's injuries and everything. But you trying, and come on now, don't give up on Salah now. Come on now.
Oh, I
you know
didn't.
what I'm saying? So he's not sending these blitz and everything. Maybe he's trying to, you know, I understand a blitz here and there. You know, you could always do it. But maybe, a healthy 49ers team to the playoffs is great. Yeah. Come on now. Even though we got this W, that's what we needed. We go to Seattle. Seattle. And them cowgirls.
No matter how many problems we have, we ain't got no problems compared to Seattle and Dallas.
And
boy.
then they got the nerve. They got the nerve to talk about red and gold.
They
bang,
did.
Bang, that again.
We're going to see next week. Hey, I tell you what, Rodney, as bad as we're talking about the defense, watch them muscle up next week, because that's the only game they have left to play, and they know that if they wipe those guys off the map, they get a 2-week break.
That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, man, you know what? We got this W, and there wasn't, well, I don't really think there was any type of situation, injury, right? Like he got really hurt or nothing like that. I don't really think so. So that's good. But we go to Seattle, try to do something like that, but let's, come on, the D is always going to try to keep this game close.
They carried us all season, even when it was broke down. So
exactly,
well, Rodney,
man.
We go.
We've been away, we've been home.
Yeah, doesn't matter where they go. They travel well. Rodney, good stuff, fam. Let me see you Friday, okay? All right. And we slide over to Kay Hendricks.
Good, Ronbo.
Kay, it's Sunday. Monday night, Raw will cancel this week. We're doing it Sunday night. Kay, is there somebody you want to holler at? Let me know. Let's get it going.
I'm gonna get straight to it, man. As I was watching the Cardinals and Seahawks game, man, the keys for next week is pressuring Russell Wilson. Cracking through that O-line, Ronbo, cracking through that O-line. If Chandler Jones can go out there and do it, Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, and Eric Armstead should do it with ease. And I was on Twitter, man. Ronbo, I almost thought about calling Levi's earlier, man. Kyle Shanahan's they asked him about Killer Witherspoon, and he responded and said, I have full confidence in him next week. I feel like he's going to redeem himself. Hold on, I'm about to read it to you. I'm about to hurry up and read it.
CK, that's what I'm talking about. That's what they do in that clubhouse.
He said, I'm comfortable with Akilo. He definitely could play better. Then he also said that he feel like he's going to redeem himself next week. No. Physicality is what we need right now. I feel like Witherspoon is playing way too cute. We don't need that. We need somebody who can who can put pressure during the coverage and who can stay with the wide receiver during the whole game. This separation, looking in the opposite way the receiver is going and all that stuff. No. We don't need that right now.
He used to not do
Put
that.
Emmanuel
This is
Mosley in
what he's
there.
doing.
Put Emmanuel Mosley in there. Line him up beside Quan. It should be two of them on the field. And then if you have somebody that matches Akilla Witherspoon's body size, not a mixed match, but matches their both matches their physicality, then that's when you put Akilo out. You don't put Akilo out when there's a 6'4" receiver out there in the red zone.
Well, he's the longest dude.
But I'm not gonna complain, man, because Seahawks, they're worse. Their injury is worse than us, Ronbo. And I'm gonna say it like this.
That showed today.
I'm gonna say it like this, Ronbo. With our situation, we have injured players, but they're in the process of coming back. Seattle is just now starting to get injured. They don't have Diggs. Shaquille Griffin, A.I. Woods, Joey Hunt, Mikey Potty, Michael Kendricks, Tyler Lockett. He's banged up. Luke Wilson is out. Man,
Brown
we have no excuse.
is having issues.
We have no excuse why we shouldn't be pressuring Wilson next week. Chandler Jones got to Wilson 5 times. Got his hands in his face 5 times, Ronbo.
Maybe Chandler Jones leads the NFL. You know what, though? I got a feeling that breakdown we saw in pass protection, I don't think it's going to get any better next week. The 49ers know it. I have a feeling he's going down next week a little more regularly. And they close the gate on Russell Wilson, too. So, and it's
that MVP conversation out of the window now. Out of the window. You can forget about it.
Yes. God, I'm sick of hearing it anyway. But anyway, we'll get him.
But I'm gonna just close it out like this, Romo, because I know you got a lot of callers, man. I appreciate what you do, man.
Thanks, man.
This gonna make it far, man. I really appreciate it, man. But yeah, all we have to do in order to win this game, all we have to do is make adjustments. It's that simple. Arizona showed exactly what we have to do next week, so it should be no excuse.
And come out there with an urgency. You see, they came out with an urgency yesterday that they didn't have against the Falcons. It was a back and forth fight, but the 49ers did match the energy, unlike they did with the Falcons in this game. And that in itself was impressive. Except the offensive line you know what? Watch that offensive line get better, because you got Garland, and I don't know if Brunskill's going to be back, but I got a feeling they'll improve with time. Garland definitely will. Had a couple of bad snaps, but did you notice Aaron Donald did not take over that game? That was.
Oh no! I was going back and watching the tape a few times, man. They was actually taking care of Aaron Donald. That's why I'm not concerned about that.
Hey,
D-line.
This is what I'm talking about. But Kate, we got to go. Let me see you Friday, and we'll come up to see what's going on. All right.
Okay. Cool. All right, Ronbo. Y'all have a good night, man.
You too. Yeah, I was delighted with Aaron Donald. Did you see Tomlinson and Joe Staley? Aaron come charging it. Tomlinson and Staley just casually come on, man. Come on. We take you right over here. Phil, come on, Aaron. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo. It was a good one yesterday, but I think everybody needs to pump the brakes a little bit, okay? The Rams are a good team. They'd be winning the NFC East. They'd have to clinch the division over there.
Everybody would.
That's how
good our division is. Our division is good. When you play a team twice, it's hard to beat them twice.
True.
So, beating the Rams close is no slouch. And the Rams have good receivers.
And that's what the problem was yesterday, too. Goff had openings.
We need to relax with Akilo, because he wasn't the one that was picked on against Atlanta. Julio was going up against Mosley, and he was beating Mosley, not Spoon. And the reason is Mosley's small. Spoon is the bigger corner. And I think against Metcalf, you want a bigger corner against him. So I think Spoon is the guy to keep in there. You got Sherm, and then you got K1 against Lockett.
But Seattle, I mean, here's the thing. You don't even need to honor their play-action pass now because Carson's out. They lost Carson for the season.
And they lost their other running back, too, earlier.
Yep. Prowse broke his arm. Their offensive tackle is out for the season. Iapati got a neck sprain.
Always. He always hurts his
Clowney's
neck.
out.
Mm.
I mean, and they lost their defensive tackle to drugs. And
hey,
Gordon's
Phil,
out
you know
with
what?
drugs.
This is why, Phil, one thing. This is why I think they're going to go ahead and throw next week's game and try to get healthy for the playoffs. They know they're going to be a wild card team. There's no point in busting ass trying to beat the 49ers next week. But, Phil, here's what I want to ask you. Since a lot of people are in agreement that we need to blitz more, do you see that as being the formula to take off some of the pressure off the frontline defense?
No, the formula is for us to
D4
get
gets
healthy.
back. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in the meantime, is there anything that you adjust to help out with the front line?
Well, I think
I've looked at this.
you can blitz.
Go ahead.
You can blitz a linebacker every now and then, like Greenwall, but you don't want to blitz too often because you'll get burnt. You're taking a risk when you blitz.
Each and every time.
The preferable thing is being able to rush the passer with four guys. I mean, and I think D4 gives us that. And when he gets back and is playing, and that's why this week off for the playoffs is huge. Because, we had, when D Ford was not playing earlier, we had Ronald Blair, we had Dimitri Moore.
We were just nasty. We rotation was just
and
as bad as the
DJ Jones
front.
was a good pass rusher, too.
Oh,
up the
yeah,
middle.
he's got a sack, So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's no way to bring that kind of presence. Yeah.
We'll be fine. I mean, the thing is, we're going to beat Seattle this week. I'm pretty sure of it. And if you asked everybody in the family, would you take 12-3 at this point in time, at the beginning of the season?
Would you take what?
I don't think there's a person out there that'd be honest with themselves if they said no.
Dude, Phil, what was the question again? I missed it.
If you asked everybody that's on the call, would you take 12-3 at the beginning of the season, at this point in time?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in their right mind would say no.
I know, because I had us going 10-6 this year. Boy, was I wrong. We should be 14-2 or 15-1 at the worst.
Sure, and we could have had a tie against Seattle. We could have just taken that and have this game mean nothing. But you know what?
1. All right.
It is what it is. We lost 3 games, but we're still
on in the driver's seat.
NFC.
All right. But Phil, we gotta stop. But I'm still looking for that ultimate answer on the blitz. But I agree with you. The less you blitz, the safer you're gonna be. But then again, you got anyway. I'm gonna tell you what, Phil. I'm gonna see you Friday, okay? All right. Yeah, this is why I say. And Mel's gonna Mel, come on in and shed some light on this.
All right.
Yeah.
My man, bang bang Niner gang.
Yeah.
Double bang gold gang all day. They jacked my slang, Ronbo.
Oh man, they did. It's being used. It's being used everywhere. You should have, Mel, because by
everywhere.
Now, there'd be hats, shirts with your name and face on the hat and pics and shirt.
No doubt, I'd be getting royalties and everything.
There you go.
That's crazy, and yeah, nobody even gave me like a shout out or nothing, man. That's crazy. But it is what it is.
It's wrong. We need to publish that story and get it out there. Everybody can hear it. But anyway.
Yeah, no doubt. Just go to my Instagram page and go into the 49ers groups on Facebook and see how long I've been jocking that Bang Bang Niner game.
There you go. But Mel, along with that, see, I am not in full agreement with excessive blitzing or even I blitz a little as I can. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to help any as much as some believe. But what are you thinking?
Not at all. That's actually not smart at all to start blitzing more. If you've been watching and paying attention to the games and watching our defense, the most we struggle is when we got guys playing man-to-man coverage. And
True.
When you blitz blitz a lot, that's exactly what you have to do is play man-to-man coverage. So that's going to leave us open for, all types of offensive assaults, man. So blitzing a lot, nah, absolutely not. That's not a good idea. That means you lose one guy in coverage, and somebody's going to be open. So now we should definitely blitz, of course, if the front line can't get anything going,
But time it right.
Even if you want to blitz, you should do it very early, so that way, you can start faking blitzes and whatnot, and just confusing the quarterback. But yeah, I honestly think we'll be fine. So I disagree with a lot of the callers. I agree with the fact that the defense definitely has to step up, no question. They have to do more, no question. But it's just all a matter of how to fix the problem.
But one thing I want to piggyback on real quick. You mentioned something that's very key in the thinking and the coaching staff. If we blitz, we go man-to-man for that moment. Sherman's not a man-to-man cover guy either. Nope. We got one guy. Mosley can cover one-on-one.
Yep.
But the rest of those guys are zone. Yeah. K1 too. That leaves two guys that are probably going to get beat. Right. The OC's going to know.
Jimmy Ward is decent too. So
yeah.
In man-to-man, but all it takes is one. And so the problem that the defense is having is not that we suck now. It's not simply just the injuries. The injuries play a key role just because of the fact that means the other guys have to play more minutes and they're not as fresh. That is why we were just so great in the beginning of the season, was because of our depth. So there was no let-up, man. There was no drop-off in talent when you're making substitutions. So everybody on the field is fresh legs. And so when you're not that tired, you can also focus more on the mental aspect of the game, as opposed to being tired and kind of having to, use some of your mental space just to keep going, just to will yourself to do your job. But the problems that we've been having defensively is the D-line and the defensive backfield play off of each other. They both need each other.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of the season, when they were talking about how great the D-line was, but the backside is average, they were totally wrong.
They were way wrong.
Right. The defensive backs
coverage was tight.
The defensive backs, right, which is what made the defensive line so effective, because the quarterback couldn't find any.
There it is.
And he only had until two Mississippi to get rid of the ball. The problem that we've been seeing recently is that we have been covering well
enough. These guys are open. He could get rid of that ball right away. We saw it yesterday.
Right.
Remember that one timing route? I don't know, was it Brooks? I mean, he put that ball right across the middle. I said, who's he throwing at? So you see the camera angle, the receiver comes through there right at perfect time. I said, oh, Jesus. He can do that to us all day. Okay, man.
Right. Yeah, we'll be good, though. The thing about our defense is the scheme that we run, everybody has to be in the right place 100% of the time. If one guy is not in the right place, that messes everything up. And we're playing with guys that are missing. So you have younger guys that are stepping in, more inexperienced guys.
And not even that good at it yet. They need time. Mel, we're out of time. Let me see you Friday and see what develops, okay? No? Okay. If you guys are gone all of a sudden, it's not me, okay? Dre, come on in, Dre.
All right, my bro.
All right,
bro, gone.
All right, fam. Go ahead, Dre.
I'm confused. Did we lose yesterday or some shit?
I know.
All I've heard all fucking night is wham, 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 wham. Shut the fuck up. Bro, I got 3 points and I'm going to break this shit down and make it real simple for you dumb motherfucker. Okay? And I don't care. You can talk shit in the chat all you want. I don't give a damn. We held the Rams yesterday. You know how many rushing yards they got on 24 rushes?
We shut that down. Oh, we did stop that run.
All right. So let's go to this. Akila Weatherspoon by himself gave up 12 receptions, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Okay?
Yeah.
Jared Goff had 27 receptions, 323 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So you take away Akila Weatherspoon, you take away the 2 touchdowns, right? That's 0 touchdowns for Jared Goff. You take away the 132 yards from 123 yards, that's 193 yards passing, okay? Then you take away the 12 receptions, that's 15 receptions. So without Akila Weatherspoon, I'm pretty sure Mosley would have done a way better job. So 15 to 46 for 193 yards and 0 touchdowns and interception, I'll take that shit any day. Akila Weatherspoon was the problem, people. Now we're talking about, we're not getting pressure. We're not getting no pressure. All right, so I'm going to break this one down. You know how many pressures DeForest Buckner had yesterday? DeForest Buckner, he had 7 pressures by himself. Do you know how many pressures Armstead had? He had 6 pressures by himself. Do you know how many pressures Bosa had? Bosa had 5. You know how many pressures Kentavious Street had? Kentavious Street had 2. Do you know how many pressures even Solomon Thomas had? He had 2. Do you know how many pressures K1 had on his blitzes? He had 2. You know how many pressures that is? That's 22 pressures.
Yeah.
That's 22 people. We're getting pressure on the fucking quarterback. But we got so many casual fans who don't know football. Hey, look, man, a lot of these completions, they were broken coverage completions, which means the quarterback, he gets outside of the pocket, there's outside containment, he can't run up the field for a first down or he get his head knocked off. That means that people are giving up on their coverage when the quarterback scrambles to the outside. And a lot of those, they were Ahkello Witherspoon. He was the problem. Period, point blank. He needs to go. He needs to go. He's a shadow cornerback. He is not a man guy. He shadows the guy.
True.
By the time he gets there, the ball's already in the receiver's hands. He needs to go. We did really damn good when it was Sherman and Mosley on the other side, and Ahkello playing over the slot. We did a damn good job. He's the problem, bro. So if you take away those 2 touchdowns that he gave up, you know what that is? We would have won 34-17, Ronbo. 34-17. Would you take that?
In a heartbeat.
Would you take Jared Goff with 193 yards and no touchdowns and interceptions? And
like
we won 34-17?
Like the first game?
Wouldn't that have been a lot easier?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't that have been a lot easier?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not that we're not getting pressure. We're getting pressure. But there's a dude named Ahkello Witherspoon who gives up receptions at costly times. Do you know how many of his receptions came on 3rd down and longs, Ronbo?
And got
5.
beat and got behind the offense. Spoon, what are you doing running behind? Oh, my God. And then looking around for somebody to blame. I thought those days were over.
5 third and long receptions. No, they're not. He gave up 5 third and long. You know what 3rd and long contains? That means it's either 6 yards or more. So 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 12. I've seen the 3rd and 13 that Ahkello Witherspoon gave up yesterday. I rewatched the game 2.5 times. It's ridiculous, bro. This guy has to go. I'm tired of hearing people, no, we need to lighten up on Ahkello. No. He gave up 2 touchdowns this week. He gave up 2 touchdowns last week. He gave up 2 damn touchdowns against the Ravens. This guy needs to go. Period, point blank.
If he does that again this week.
6 touchdowns over 3 games.
And you know, the thing about it is, Dre, Kyle is very impatient. You didn't see Matty B. You know why? Them fumbles last week. Kyle has a little more patience, I noticed, with certain players.
Kyle ain't got no time for that shit.
But
Kyle
not
ain't got no
others.
time for that shit. But you know what? I'm not even gonna say that about Breida. I think Kyle's trying to keep Breida fresh. I think Kyle's trying to keep Breida fresh.
Maybe. But the whole game, he needs some burn to keep it. Dre, we got to go, though. Maybe we'll have some more news about this between now and Friday. I'll be looking for you then. All right.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, fam.
Shout out to TNT, man. Shout out to TNT fan, man. Trey, Big Show, Play Upon the World, Gordon Fresh, Russo, Shay Lewis, all the guys, man. Hey, man, don't take it personal. You know, I just had to bring y'all the realness and the stats on what's really going on.
Yeah.
You know, Ahkello Witherspoon is a problem. We're getting pressure on the quarterback. Sacks are not everything. If you keep your coverage, then those pressures will turn into passes defended, and that's
and sacks. All right, good stuff, fam. All right, talk to you this weekend. Woo, man, this is gonna be a debate. Okay, Nighter out of nowhere, he says we win next week by 4. Okay, I hope it's more than that. I want the 49ers to go into this with a large punch. All right. Organizer goes on to say, honestly, we will win next week. We will be in the Super Bowl. Rainbow trout tonight with shrimp was like, oh, I bet it was. Oh, Organizer, thanks for those contributions to you. Okay, Natter. Big Steve. Were we looking for Big Steve yesterday? Who was that we couldn't find yesterday? Steve, was that you?
That was me.
Well, Steve, it was late. It was late. Now, you're on the East Coast, aren't you?
Yeah. It was even later over here.
Yeah, I know. As I'm saying, it was late night for you. Nighthawk was answering. It was after 1 o'clock in the morning, so you know. But anyway, Steve, some of your thoughts, and also the question of the night is, are the 49ers, is the pressure suffering because of lack of alterations by Robert Sal and his staff to put the guys in a better position to win? Is it the lack of personnel? Is there more that can be done? Is there only so much you can do? Dre just pointed out we were getting pressures, but not necessarily sacks. I got to tell you, Steve, that moving pocket is what the 49ers got to figure out. But what are you thinking?
Your last caller, man, I couldn't agree more with what he was saying, man. Like, the game could have been a lot better than it was. Jimmy took too many sacks, I think. But here's what I like about Jimmy G, man. He had 6 sacks last night, man. But he keeps coming out, and you can see that it doesn't damper his spirits at all.
I mean,
he goes right out there, dude. I mean, he was getting squashed in that pocket, man.
I mean,
and that's another thing, man. Jimmy G, and he needs to he scrambled a couple times last night, and he extended plays on a few plays, but he's got to do that more often, man.
Yes.
You see Russell Wilson, he's not sitting in that pocket, waiting for the pressure to come. And I said this earlier in the season, and I called your show maybe a few games ago, and I've been saying this about Jimmy G. He needs to be able to scramble out of that pocket, extend the plays. You can't be sitting back there. Steve Smith Sr. was saying the same thing.
He was really nasty about it too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. But you know what, though? He was right.
He's right.
In a way because Jimmy, he does. He needs to be able to scramble a little bit more, man. You can't be sitting in that pocket waiting for guys to get wide open. I'm used to seeing Jimmy putting that ball in windows that a lot of QBs
6
can't
inches
put it
wide.
In. You know what I mean?
Steve,
I don't know what it was last night, man. I don't know if it was the pressure on his face.
Steve, I'm convinced it's Kyle's fault. Remember in 2017 when he came? Jimmy G was rolling up and down the line of scrimmage. Remember those passes he threw to Trent Taylor, other guys in the end zone? Kyle's philosophy is stay in that pocket and navigate. I don't care if a truck is coming at you. Your job is to get it done. That's why C.J. Beathard almost got killed. This is Kyle's philosophy. These guys have got to go off schedule every now and then, though. Get out of that pocket and negotiate it. Jimmy's got street sense. He's just trying to follow directions. I've seen him do it. We've seen him do it.
But that's
scary.
The thing, though. Like you just said, yeah, stay in the pocket for a little bit, but navigate. That's the key. Navigate. If you don't see something open, man, such a scramble out to the left, to the right, wherever you see there's a little bit of room, scramble, open up. Or you might just need another second or two. A second and a half, and then a guy you just see that last second he breaks away from the coverage, and that boom, there you go.
And that's all the time you need.
To credit Jimmy G, man. In Jimmy G's credit, though, I gotta say, man, even though he took all those sacks, he came out, man, and he just kept balling. He didn't let it get him down, and he just kept fighting harder and harder. And then he converted 2 3rd and 16s in a row. I mean, the dude's a baller. He's got to polish up his game definitely. I'm a little concerned, especially going to the playoffs, because the teams are going to be fighting, man. They're going to be fighting for everything.
Yeah.
So,
it's playoffs.
And that secondary needs to step it up, man. I know people don't want to blame McKell Witherspoon, but he was the coverage was I don't want to say terrible, but it was lacking.
Steve,
you know what I mean? And
Steve,
he was like staring down the QB. And
Steve, everybody is blaming McKell, and it was terrible. It was buck awful. I don't know what he was thinking. And that play that he got smoked. Whoa, Spoon. What are you looking to your right for?
I know.
Damn.
I know. But the thing is, Spoon has proven that he can do it out there. I just don't know what his issue's been lately.
This is why I'm so confused. What's wrong with him? I feel like I want to say, Spoon,
man.
Snap out of it. You were better at the beginning of the season. What are you doing? Now all of a sudden you can't remember anything?
I would have rather them taken Mosley, put him in Spoon's place, and had Mosley and Uncle Sherm out there.
I know, but they're not going to do that. It's a trust thing with them. Steve, we're out of time. Let me see you Friday and see what develops. We may hear about a change, and that we'll all breathe easier. We'll see. All right, fam. Oh man, I tell you. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Ronbo?
Chris, man, we're sitting here discussing. We're 12-3, and we mad as hell.
Yeah, we're mad about that.
Yeah.
In Seattle, because we have yet to win since 2011, since Alex Smith was our quarterback. So that's got to be something.
That's something to be scared. But you know what? I think it's wearing off, Chris. I think this is it. They don't have The Legion of Boom's not there anymore. They don't have Marshawn Lynch. In fact, they don't have anybody. Chris, the table is no longer set. We can come to eat now, and they can't get nothing but breadcrumbs if the 49ers play even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the same story no more.
Yeah, they're playing with injuries now. It's kind of like they're vulnerable right now. With
Extremely.
these injuries, it's kind of getting to a disaster, yeah. So, I'm looking at
Chris,
their...
one other thing I want to add to that, what's his name was butchering him before he left the game. He left a little bit after the half, I think. I mean, you got Kyler Murray just cutting him up. He leaves, and they still kick the Hawks' butt. Do you know they are ripe for a blowout? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, Kyler Murray is like another Russell Wilson, if not. I mean, he can really run, but I guess he needed the rest. I guess he was injured, and then they let this Hundley play, and Hundley just didn't make it seem like they missed a beat.
Hundley beat him up. Now, he pulled a bad hamstring. It was bad, I guess. So, but anyway, give me your feeling about this game, giving out grades to the pass rush, the rushing attack, and all that stuff. What are you thinking? We only got a couple of minutes here.
Oh, pass rush, it's just because we don't have D Ford. I mean, we're just not able to generate enough pressure, and plus the loss of DJ Jones is really hurting our pass rush more because we're not creating enough pressure. So I'll give it a C because it's just not the same. As far as the secondary, I give it at least a solid C because Witherspoon is just the biggest weak link right now. I mean, I don't know. It's this guy's out of place. It's like he was good beginning of the season. I was going to give him his slack, but now I'm just starting to be more of a Mosley person.
Everybody is. Spoon having them blackouts all of a sudden is just making people crazy. What do you?
Yeah, I mean,
and these are things he knows better, Chris. We saw him learn it once. You need to learn again. Whoa.
Yeah, it's like he got knocked out or something.
Amnesia, exactly. Come
but
on,
Mosley,
Spoon.
Mosley's got a dog in him, and he's playing for, like he's got something to prove, and I like that kind of player. But, I mean, we need to play Mosley. I mean, I get that we're resting Matt Breida or maybe the fumble issue, but maybe we're going to play him against Seattle more. So we're probably going to run the ball more against them since they're wounded. So be aware of that situation.
I think the running back, Drake, I think his name is Drake. I think he ran over 100 yards against the Hawks. I don't want Mostert out there too much either. Let's let Matty B tear him up, you know? Let TC tear him up.
Let him tear him up.
Mostert, I want him fresh for the playoffs. I don't want any injuries. Let's go.
I want to see that post game by George Kittle when they get that win in Seattle, where he says, "If you smell what the Niners are cooking," and then getting the whole crowd in Seattle silent.
Especially in the fourth quarter, about 1 minute, 2 minutes left, and George is looking up in the stands and asking him that question. Boy, they'd have to have an arm escort, though. Hawks fans can get a little crazy. They're a little bit like Raider fans when it comes to that, getting in and out of the stadium.
Yeah. But other than that, the Rams were going to come out proving to something. You know, I was expecting that kind of game because, one, we were injured, and the Rams had something to play for because they wanted to go for the playoffs, and they had a chance. Since we were kind of like coming out with a loss. Yeah.
Yeah. They were running our plays against us. Are you ready for that? Chris, we got to go. Let's see you Friday, okay?
Yeah, okay. Sounds like a plan. But
Thanks, man.
I give the offense an overall a solid B because they played resilience at the end. So we did pretty solid there. So.
All right. Yeah, I thought
nothing to be all satisfied about, but it's an ugly win I'll take.
And we did too. All right, fam. See you Friday if you get time. Have a good night, Chris. All right. As we roll over to P. Diggy.
Ronbo.
PD. Sup?
Ronbo.
Yo, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. How's it going?
It's going all right. We're looking at things that we're concerned about in the future in regards to yesterday's game. And some of what we've seen was worn out, haven't had a break in 12 weeks. lack of players. There's a lot of reasons for it, but is there anything that can be done about it? Is there really any realistically, can players be moved around and plans and things be incorporated to really make a difference? Do you think?
I think a number of the callers kind of basically touch on a lot of it. You mentioned something too, Ronbo. I mean, at one point we were missing 5 starters, and if you count DJ Jones, maybe 6. And you know, I always look at it like this: starters are starters for a reason.
Yep.
So, you know, when you look at a pecking order, you can't lose that many starters on defense and expect the defense to look the same. Now, with that being said, the biggest loss we touched on earlier, I mean, I would say Quan was big, but if we look at our 2 off-season acquisitions, Quan and D4, and Ronbo, I remember we had a conversation back early in the year about
it was
D4.
risky. Both of them gone.
Yeah, and
he was right.
Both were risky and both were gone, but
Damn.
D4 is the biggest loss. I mean, when he was on that other side, along with Bosa early in the season, that's when we were not only getting, like the caller you called in earlier talked about the 22 pressures. Well, we're not getting a quarterback hit, and I think that's the biggest piece of it. We got to get hits, and we're not getting the hits. So, right, the defense is breaking down on the back end. Most defenses break down the back end when the quarterback get out of the pocket. I mean, it's what happened.
And that's what they did.
Most secondary is going to break down in that case. So we got to be able to get, for one, keep the quarterback in the pocket and get hit. But if we're going to call out anybody, I think you touched on it maybe a week or 2 ago. Where's DeForest Buckner?
I mean, I love Debo, but I'm telling you, well, you know, he was, him and Solomon, I'm not getting anything. It's all about Nick and Eric. Those are the games you hear about every week. Where's it?
Buckner's getting no pressure up the middle. Now, when DJ was in there, he was making it happen. But, yeah, we're not getting the pressure up the middle. I mean, that's a problem. Going to the offensive side of the ball, we've talked about this from a standpoint with Kyle Shanahan. I still question whether he's doing – Kyle's outsmarts himself. He's an offensive genius. I'm going to give him credit. He can devise plays. I think Kyle, just like we've seen it, some weeks we throw the ball, we don't run it. Some weeks we run the ball, we don't throw it. I mean, I think he's doing it on purpose.
Looks like it.
God. We're going to find out, I guess, as we go into now, because it's like a lot of these games we felt like we needed to win, obviously. I don't know if Kyle's looking at these games like since 3 weeks ago and just thinking like we're going to be in the playoffs. I'm setting up opposing teams on what we're doing now for the playoffs. I just wonder whether he's thinking that way. Because, you know, all of us, if we run the ball, if we run the ball at 6 yards a clip, I mean, it only makes sense to run the ball.
You know, it averages out to that, but there's some long runs in there. They tried that yesterday. Remember Mostert, 2 runs in a row, somehow we were in third and whatever, and he got stopped short about a foot or 2 a yard. I don't know. Yeah. You could go by that average, but it's not going to be. You can't be religious about it. I mean, it's gonna be a time when you have to focus.
I agree with that.
Weight. I understand what everybody's saying about that average thing, but you can't just run all day. It won't work. See, you got to loosen up the defense after a while. Look at this, because they're going to put everybody in the box and shut you down. So I understand what Kyle's trying to mix it up, but his timing sometimes is definitely questionable. I agree with that too. So I don't know, but we'll see. Fam, our time is rolled out on this already. Pete, nigga, let me see you Friday if you get a chance, will you? All right, let's go to Big Joe.
Man.
Big Joe.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Big Joe, man, we're sitting up here dissecting what happened yesterday and some things that need to be improved. We're freaking out and getting scared before the playoffs started because we're feeling like we're going to be inadequate. But the truth is, Big Joe,
you know,
everybody in the playoffs is going to come limping in, actually. The Vikings
Yes,
lost
sir.
Dalvin Cook. The Cowboys was going to be sorry no matter what. Only team to be concerned about really is the Saints.
The Saints, yep. Well, you know what I'm saying? Let's get this out the way. Let's start it right. Shout out to the Empire. Shout out to you, Ronpo.
Thanks, man.
Shout out to all the 49er fans across America and the world, baby. So let's start it off like this. We a little hostile. Everybody calling, and I've been hearing everybody. Weatherspoon, we all know that. He got to go. I feel much more comfortable with Emmanuel Mosley. That's fact.
Agreed.
The defense, you know what I'm saying, played up okay. They could have played better. Jimmy G got sacked too much. You know what I'm saying? So, but he still got ice water in his veins. And so I give an overall grade of a C to the whole team in their effort because we came back and we showed we got the fight in this because you're going to have to beat us unless we beat ourselves. That's been happening all season. But the main thing I want to say from this is we got the W and we're back in first place. It's a positive out of a negative for everything.
True.
And Niner Nation, we are here now. I want everybody to kick their feet up for a little bit and realize now, Seattle, we're about to go in there and do what me and you said, Ronbo, when I called you before. We said the next time we win in Seattle, what are we doing? We're going to the Super Bowl. This is the must-win game of the season right now. We need to get this first-place seed. Nothing else matters. What we did, nothing else in the regular season, or the defense, or the offense, nothing. We need that number one seed. Why? The main reason. We need rest.
Badly.
We need rest. We need rest. So once we get the rest, we're going to prove to everybody in the NFL we are the best. I'm not too angry tonight. You see, I called in nice and calm because usually the last couple of times I'm calling in angry. But I'm very calm tonight. Seattle got beat.
Yes, and the Cowboys too.
They put us. Yeah, the Cowgirls. They
Skip,
out. You know what I mean?
Skip Bayless.
But we will win next week. I want everybody to enjoy this. We didn't even when we play our best football on offense and defense. Nobody beats us. We have not done it all season. And we will do it in the playoffs. These games are getting us ready for the playoffs.
Yes.
We know what the playoff atmosphere is like now.
Yes.
And we're battle tested. And my last point to you, Rambo, because I know you got to go. We about due for a blowout.
I know, but a good time to do so.
We're about due for a blowout.
And
so
do
it
for Bowman. Do it for Cap.
Yes, sir.
Do it for everybody that had to suffer at their hands back in 2015?
It's time.
Yeah. Get them, mother.
It's time.
Get them.
It's time. Rambo, I will be calling you next week. You enjoy your night.
You too, fam.
Niner Empire for life, baby.
Yeah.
You know that.
I do. All right, fam. See you this weekend. Yes. Hey, by the way, we haven't done our thing. Hey, Big Show. Should we show Big Show? He got a special shout out. All right, let's go to Josh first. Then. Hey, Josh. Oh, Josh.
Hello?
Yes, Josh, right here. Waiting for you. Josh? Josh, we catch you back? Yeah. Yes, Josh. Come on in, man. What's up?
Rumbo, it's Shalil.
It's who? Oh, Shalil. Okay. Your name didn't come up. I'm sorry, Shalil. Shalil.
It's all good.
Hey, you know, I'm doing all right, man. You know, I think we're getting a little nervous, a lot of us, because we're under a situation we've not been in for years, Shalil. So a little bit of
We
panic.
just need to pump up the brakes a little bit. You know, we were 4-12 last year, and now we're 12-4. Big improvement.
No, 12
really
and
big
3.
improvement.
12 and 3, Shalil. Better than that even.
Oh, sorry. 12-3. 12-3, and it's a big improvement. We made a big leap from last year, from all the incidents that happened. Huge incidents that happened last year, you know, with the Foster thing. But now our team is looking great. We got good players, good team players, and guys that are actually competing in games and playing for the badge, the SF badge.
Shalil?
Yeah.
Shalil? Oh, yeah. I thought you got disconnected. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying we have guys that are competing for the SF badge this year, that are actually playing for the badge.
That's
That
right.
are actually playing for something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, CJ Beathard's brother died yesterday.
Oh. In such
York,
an unnecessary way. That could have been completely avoided. A bar fight.
and it also, York's family as well.
Yeah.
The Yorks,
Yeah.
the incident. So everyone has something to play for. Everyone has something to prove this year.
Yeah.
And yesterday's game. Let's talk about the game. Yesterday's game, Rumbo. I really do think Jimmy likes to get sacked by big men. I don't know why. I mean, he likes big women. He likes to get sacked by big men. I don't know. I just like big. Man, just throw the ball away. Just throw the ball away. That's all you need to do. I know you're in pressure, intentional grounding. I don't care. Just throw the ball away, man. We know you like big women, but I don't even know. Do you like getting sacked by big men, too? I know you've been talking about Aaron Donald. He's a good player, but come on, man.
Aaron's not
Get
that
it together,
big.
Jimmy.
But some of those other guys are pretty big. Right? You might have something going there, Shalio. He's getting kinky with it.
Yeah, he needs to stay out of it. Give him another porn star.
Rather than them tackles and everything else. Okay, Jimmy, there's some things he's got to figure out, and Kyle Shanahan's got to give him some options. I still think that's Kyle making Jimmy stand there. And, I appreciate quarterbacks who stand there. I don't care what's coming at them. They stay focused and with the job at hand, and they don't get moved. Jimmy, move out of that pocket, babe. Get out of that pocket, man, and give your receivers a chance. If the play fails, breaks down, if the offensive line's not giving you time, roll out of the pocket. He won't play action, Shalil. That is making me crazy. Kyle Shanahan used to live off of play action. Now he's got Jimmy standing there all the damn time.
Another problem that I have, Rumbo, is they're not using Tevin Coleman wisely. They're using him as a bruiser. He's not a bruiser. He's a screen pass guy.
Yes.
If you give him the ball, you have to pitch it to him.
Right.
You can't take it inside. If you take it inside, he's going to get hurt every time.
And put him out there against some linebackers. Oh. I wish they would ask him that in those press conferences. I want to see what Kyle says. Kyle, are you using TC properly? I mean, Mustard does fine between the tackles. Matty does fine between the tackles. TC specially is getting out in the flat, getting open, and taking advantage of the linebackers. We don't see that very often. I'd love to hear what Kyle would say. Damn it, Kyle. And where's play action? Okay, you know what? Shalil, let's get back into this Friday, all right? Because we're out of time. I knew if I started ranting of time. Oh, man. All right. Hey, Charles. Charles.
Ronbo?
Yeah, Charles.
Hey, can you give me next call? I'm a little busy right now.
All right, we'll come back. All right. Eli.
Ronbo.
Eli.
Ronbo, how are you, man?
I survived. Eli, it's funny because remember you said you don't want to go through any more games like the one we had the week before. And what happened yesterday? Eli, they did it again.
I know,
what?
Ronbo.
God.
Man, I was telling my wife because I took her with me on this bar and grill.
Yeah.
And I said, what the hell, man? Are we struggling this shit again? Come on, man. You know what? I told my wife, you know what? I don't want to age 20 years more, so let's go. So I'm tired of this shit.
Did you leave it? I bet you didn't even know what was going on. When you got home, were you surprised?
I was surprised. Damn it. I said, damn. See, I would have been already 100 right there and there, man. For all the stress that them Niners took, man. Jeez. But you know what, Rumble? Ooh la la.
Ooh la la la.
That's right.
You know.
That's right, Rumble.
I was start ignore Eli. Let's just ignore them for the first 3 quarters. Take in the fun moments and things like that. But when things start going south, just don't pay any attention. Eli, do you realize nobody has actually just kicked the 49ers' ass this year? Nobody. When you beat the 49ers a few times they've been beat, you barely got away in the last few seconds. 49ers are hardcore. That team is tough.
By a field goal, Ronbo. By a field goal.
Nobody beats us up.
We would have gotten the win by a field goal, but he missed it, the rookie. But it's all good. We'll get him next week. We'll get them next week.
I'm pretty sure.
Can you hear me, Ronbo?
I'm listening. Yeah. Okay. I'm just talking about how whenever you think the 49ers are about to give it up, hey, Eli, first quarter, 14-3, Rams are laying on the 49ers. A few minutes later, going ahead, and the 49ers lead.
Man.
Rams, you thought you had it made, didn't you? Oh!
Man. They thought, well, you seen McVay's, what's his name? The coach? McVay.
Sean McVay, the Rams coach. Yeah. Did you see his face? I want to find that face. Man. I want to post it. McVay looked like, with the face just frozen. I mean, it went no muscle.
Yes, he got all red.
Face move. He was pissed.
He sure was. What the hell? He wanted to shank the guy for not blocking or doing his job against us. We got away though. We got away.
That's right. So
we got away though, man.
He got.
But
swept,
you know what? And I was happy. So slapped that his mama even felt it. That's fucked, man. But you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I was more happier today that them the other birds took care of their own birds too. Like damn. How in the hell? How can we do that?
Hey,
we can every
Eli,
time.
And they didn't even have the starting quarterback to end that game. They had to go almost the whole half with Hundley out of UCLA, who's been with how many teams since he left UCLA? And he went out there and almost ran a touchdown on them. The Hawks are susceptible right now.
Oh, man. We got him, though. We got him.
We're just going to get him anyway, because George
I
Kittle.
hope they don't stress me out, man. I just hope they don't stress me out again, man.
Don't even worry about this
one.
one.
What's up with our defense? Our defense, we got to get this defense, get ready for them, man. Jeez.
Eli, I think we can beat them without everybody being there. But Eli, we got to go. Let me see you this weekend if you get some time, and maybe things will improve. We'll hear about all kind of guys coming back on the defense, ready to play. Everybody wants a piece of the Seahawks.
Hey, and no Seahawks I called you yet, huh? No Seahawks.
Well, we got one. We got one guy. One Seahawks fan is in here, but yeah. All right, man. We really got to go. We got a lot of folks still want to say hi. I'll throw their 2 cents in, all right? I'll see you Friday, Eli. And, okay. Hey, Charles, are you ready?
Ronbo! What's up, babe? What's going on?
12-3, because we know where to be. We getting ready to go to the playoffs, and we ain't taking no stuff off nobody. No way, no how.
Yes,
sir. Hey,
Ronbo, ooh la la, it's still going today, Ronbo. Seahawks, and how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
Ronbo, they seem to never disappoint. They never disappoint.
They never
Ronbo.
do they? Boy. And Jerry Jones, he's the only one who talks after the game to the media. I love that face. And Jones is trying to play it off. We're going into Washington next year. We go. Carson Wentz played a good game. You saw it. Jerry, I thought you guys were the Cowboys.
Ronbo, so let's get down to this game. Yes, everyone's complaining about the offensive line. Ronbo, what's the most important thing when providing an offensive line? It's their chemistry. When you plug in Ben Garland, who's just played one game,
and Brunskill at another position.
At guard,
yeah,
it messes up the chemistry between the line.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about that person that's coming back. I expect the line to be fine.
You know,
And
the more they
also-
play for the next I'm glad we got this last 2-3 weeks, because if anybody falls off the offensive line during the playoffs, all these guys have had some time together. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. But that was scary yesterday. Charles, that was scary.
Yeah.
They was
sacks
driving
and a half.
Jimmy G into the dirt.
No doubt. 6 sacks and a half. That's not what you want. You don't
I think
want
that's
your
the most all
quarterback
year.
and a half. Anyway, Ronbo, the only thing.
Charles,
People are
you sound a little
complaining about
distant.
Robert Saleh.
Charles, are you on speakerphone, or you sound a little like way back in the distance?
Better?
Okay, that's a little better.
Is that
All right,
better?
go ahead. Sounds
All
good.
right, so everyone's complaining about Robert Saleh. Yes,
Not me.
Robert. Let me just say a couple things about Robert Saleh. It's his scheme is basic. He's not whatever he plays. Let's say it's just cover 2. He's not going to disguise it as something else. He's just going to straight up play what he plays. He's not going to trick
Cover
you
3.
or anything.
Hmm.
Yes, exactly. He's a zone guy, and he's primarily going to stick to zone. But one thing I will say, bro, why aren't we playing Eric Armstead on the edge? I get we're injured, but Ronbo, he's
We're
not effective on the edge.
We are not
He's an
setting the
interior
edge.
guy.
We haven't set the edge. You know what? We depend too much on an interior pursuit. We haven't set the edge. This is why moving the pocket like that is exactly the antidote you do against the 49ers. That is something they got to address. Linebacker play, it's just a little too late. This, I don't know. It is designed that way. You're right.
Also, Ronbo, we're young, so we're undisciplined. I don't understand. Why are we crashing why are we crashing when we know they're gonna run bootlegs and screens? When we see ball, we go after ball, which I like. But when you notice where they're doing the same thing over and over, you got to keep that in the back of your head.
It's arrogance. I do agree with that. You know, you need to set up a plan and stop getting burnt on that play. And they ran it on the 49ers 2 or 3 times in a row until Fred Warner said, enough! And they ran it one time too many, and Fred went in and picked that boy.
Fred had enough of that. He said, get that bullshit out of here. Give me that.
Fred's, no, not this time. Boom, 6.
Ronbo, and what happened to Spoon? Like, ever since he got hurt, Ronbo, it's like he lost his confidence. I don't know. Can you explain to me, Ronbo?
I wish I could. I'm looking at him. I don't know what it is. As I said, he's reverted back to some of the same things he used to do. I thought he was out of that. Here, Charles, we're out of time, though.
And,
we're gonna. I want to hear what Shanahan has to say during the course of the week. We may see Mosley back out of the field soon. If Spoon can't snap out of it, but he's already said he trusts Spoon. We'll see. All right, fam. We gotta go.
Let me just do one quick thing.
Real quick.
The Seahawks are finally going to feel how we felt when we played them in that first meeting. When we were so injured out of our ass, we couldn't do shit.
There you
All
go.
right,
All right, fam.
I appreciate the platform you give us. Have a good night.
You too. Let's check out Buddha. Buddha! Buddha. Boo. Oh, Daryl.
Yo, Ronbo, what's going on?
Daryl, man, we're just sitting back here, and most of it's tripping off of either Robert Saleh or you know who. That man, everybody's favorite whipping boy, Akello Witherspoon. Poor Spoon. I don't know what's wrong with him. But Daryl, anything else you got? Any grievances tonight?
Well, I know we were all talking about, Witherspoon. Like yesterday, we all knew what we were going to talk about the next day, which is today. Just ganging up on Witherspoon, because he was the weakest link, last night on why, the Rams, were getting those touchdowns, and it was all on him. And it's like at this point, it's like what the other caller said, or most of the callers, the one who was counting all the touchdowns and all the yards he gave up the last couple games.
Dre. Yeah.
Like how what he said. Like, how is he still starting from there? You know?
You know, he initially won the job, right? And I guess they're having troubles just taking it away from him, I guess. My guess. Otherwise, I don't know. How many times you gonna at least platoon him? Put Mosey in on certain plays then. Or something. Don't let him get us beat every play. I'd like to see him in on non-passing downs. He'd be pissed, but still.
That'd be something.
Spoon!
Yeah.
Come on, Spoon! He was better than that, Daryl. I don't know what's going on with him.
I don't know. It's like in the beginning, the beginning of the season, he looked promising. Like, oh, this is finally when he's gonna like prove himself, come into his own. And after he got injured, I know. And then he was, and that pick 6 he made, against Tampa.
Yeah. Where is that guy?
And I'm like, oh, I know. I'm like, oh man, that's the guy we were expecting when we drafted him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But after he came off injury, I don't know. It's like he's back to his same old ways again. I'm like, he's just very soft. Like he's not physical when it comes to, one-on-one. It's like he barely does a push off. He just, he follows his guy and then he just kind of stutter steps, freezes, and then he's gone halfway downfield.
And then
just cross routes, just get him.
Yeah. I mean, Spoon.
Oh man,
you looked right. Okay. What are you still looking right for? Get off that. Where's your man? Boom! Touchdown, Rams. Spoon! Good God, what are you doing? You're too late. And you saw him making that cut. Okay. These are the things that he had corrected for a while. I don't know what happened here. Damn. Daryl? Did I scare Daryl? Oh, I'm sorry, Daryl. I had a moment. I can't get over that play. But anyway.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, it happened. It happened, but, what can you do? But, like what Kyle said earlier, if he has confidence in him, you obviously know he's going to start. But if you, say if there's a drive, he gives up a touchdown, then it's time to make some changes.
Immediately.
Come on. But the thing we can hope for, I know what his matchup is, and I hope, the game plan, he sticks to this guy. Him against DK Metcalf. Because
that's what it's going to be.
And it has to be, because that's the perfect matchup. Don't put him against a Tyler Lockett, undersized receivers.
Oh,
man, because Tyler Lockett will work him.
But, K1's going to be
put him on Metcalf.
Yeah, K1's going to be on Tyler all day. And K1 doesn't like for anybody to get – I mean, Cooper got away once yesterday, but that wasn't on him. That was Spoon. They were smart enough. All right, Cooper, you're not going to do anything with that guy. Let's work on Witherspoon, all right? I like that idea. All right, let's go. Break. Boom! Touchdown, Rams.
We just don't want to think for the worst. But, I know we got to keep it short, but Friday when we talk again, we're going to get, into depth about, the Seahawks game because it's do or die. Not only for the number 1 seed in the home field, but getting that bye because at this point, we need that bye. We need it. It is really important, especially the key players we're going to get back for the playoffs.
Exactly.
We need
it.
All
right, Daryl. We'll talk more Friday. See you then.
All right, Ronbo. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks. You too, man. Merry Christmas to you. All right.
Later.
All right, we roll on over to area code is 609. You are in New Jersey. Hello.
Who's this? This Ronbo?
Yeah, it's Ronbo. Who is this?
Hey, what's up? I love you, man. Long time, first time, okay?
All right, well, what is your name?
My name's Greg, man. They call me Niner Nut. I'm the biggest Niner fan in man.
Greg, are you on speakerphone? Because you sound distant.
Yeah. I'm gonna take you right off of there.
All right, good.
I'm sorry. How's that?
That's much better. Well, Greg, come on in here, man.
Listen,
welcome on in.
I love that hat you're wearing.
No,
Where can I get that hat? That hat's
it's
amazing.
It's my good luck hat. Where I got this one online from? Which one? I got 2 or 3 places I go to.
Okay.
This is the one from what is it? Fanatics. Hey, look at Fan Fanatics, and it might still be there. Yeah. All right.
All right, I'll look for that. I just want to make a couple points. All right. Number one, I'll talk about the defense first, then the offense. I know you got to keep rolling here, but the defense, like I said, I think Spoon. Yeah, he's everybody's been right on about him, but I don't understand. I don't think a couple callers back was talking about. We're putting pressure. But if you watch the first 8 games of the season, that pocket collapsed in 3 seconds on the offensive line. We just crushed it. We crushed them. They didn't even have time to do anything. And the back end, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I don't see that now because of the injuries. I think with D Ford coming back, you're gonna see that a lot more, and it'll help. Number one, I think you got to kind of chill out on that. But yeah, Spoon's got to sit. He's not doing it.
Greg,
and number
Greg,
two,
I just want to ask you a question on that before you go to number two. Yeah, the thing is, we've still got the same muscle, basically, except for D Ford. D missed a lot of games during the course of the season, and that's why I'm wondering, how come, because some of the offensive lines we're playing against, they're for crap. I am concerned about why. Are they tired? I don't understand. What is it we can't...
Maybe because those injuries. Maybe because we're not rotating like we did. We're not as fresh. But I mean,
and there's that.
In the course of a season, that's going to happen, right?
Especially in week 16,
right?
True.
Yeah. So let's just hope for that because we did. That defense is just when it's going, it's tremendous. Nobody's better.
True.
But let's hope we can get back to that. And number two, I just got to say something. It's pissing me off all year how they just diss Jimmy. All these idiots on ESPN, especially that jackass. What the hell is his name? Stephen A. That piece of garbage. That guy's a scumbag. And let me just tell you why. Because all he does, he's talking about this porn star. It's like, shut the hell up with that shit, number one. Number two.
He should make his point. There's no point calling him names. But, it's not funny.
I don't know. I see this kid reminds me of, I don't know what it is, but he's got a little Joe-esque in him. He just does. He's got that clutch shit going on. Nobody understands it. You look at Joe's numbers from 81, right?
Similar.
19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, okay? Threw three interceptions in the championship game. Then what happened after that? Bam, up your ass, number one. Number two, the catch. Thank you. All right, I'm not trying to compare Jimmy to Joe, but what I'm saying is Jimmy's got 27 touchdowns. He's got 13 interceptions. One game left we got. All right, now how the hell is he that bad?
He's not.
They got him no respect. I see that jackass from the Patriots on the, he's just like who is he? Some kind of authority on the football tonight, like
I know you're talking about
and the other.
The guy with the big head. You got Skip and Shannon Sharp saying strange things. You got Marcus Spears. These guys. They just God. Wow.
I do think it's the year. I don't know. I do think it's our year. I think we got it. I think if we play Baltimore, if we get to the Super Bowl and we play Baltimore, and Kawan Alexander's back,
DJ,
he ain't gonna run free. Jackson is not gonna run free. Number one.
Yeah.
Let's just hope. I don't want to listen. We got one more game. We got to beat Seattle and get the whole field and then get rested up, and then let's hope. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's been a pleasure. I know you want to move on. First time, long time. God bless, man.
Hey, Greg, thank you, fam. Merry Christmas to you. Listen, by the way, I've just got note. The name of the website is Hatland, right? Hatland.
Hatland, okay.
Hatland, cool. Check that out. They got some great selections, and they all got good deals, too. All right, fam. Hey, Greg, great to meet you, too. Get on back here as soon as you can. I'll be back Friday, okay?
Hey, can you give me a big Niners before I go?
I can do that. A Niners!
All right, boss.
Take it easy. You too, Greg. All right, fam. Good night.
Say bye. Thanks.
Oh, man. Emily. Video.
What's happening?
Emilio's back at work. Video.
No, if you would have let me call before this, I was on my lunch break. So you just got me right after as soon as I got up.
All right. Well, Emilio,
I'm making sure. I just got one quick question. Are we the fucking the fucking Baltimore Crows or something? The blitz. It was like, really? Okay, everybody's biting off of our playbook. We got to do the same thing off everybody else? I'm like, come on. I understand we need the blitz and spinner, but like, come on. Are we literally the Baltimore Crows? I'm like, come on now. That's all they do is fucking blitz almost every day.
God.
It's like, really? We are the San Francisco 49ers. We're not nobody else. We don't bite off of people. People bite off of it. It's been happening since Bill Walsh. Come on now. We're different. We are our own team. We are the 49ers for a reason. We've been a dynasty before. Come on now, fellas. Are you serious? Are we really going to start copying everybody else?
True.
Come on now.
The concern is the quarterback getting too much time. I think people are just looking for answers. Is there anything that can be done about that?
No, I'm not disagreeing with people, but it's just you want us to do. I mean, of course it's a copycat league, but it's just, come on now. What's everybody been doing? They've been copying us. Why? Because we've been unstoppable.
Yeah.
We were unstoppable with Harbaugh. We were unstoppable with Bill Walsh. Now with Shanahan, we're being unstoppable. It's like, come on, dude. Everybody copies us. We don't copy
McVay was
other
running
people.
our plays against us yesterday. I mean, that misdirection they was running.
That's what I'm
this.
getting at. Come on. That's the same thing with the fucking Ravens. Ravens were trying to do the same thing we were doing. Running the ball, holding the ball, throwing to the tight end. They're copying us. It's like, we're not going to do what everybody else is doing. People were doing what we're doing. Because they see we're dominating other teams. They want to do what we're doing. We're not going to go. I agree, like I said, I agree with people. But no, man, I don't want to start doing what everybody else is doing. I don't. It just does not make sense. Why are we going to do what somebody else is doing? The reason teams are copying us is because we're succeeding. I don't want to do what somebody's doing. We're our own team. Everybody's been copying us since day one, since the Joe Montana era. So it's just, why are we going to do something what somebody else is doing? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And also, there are those who still think Robert Saleh doesn't know what he's doing. At this point, it probably shouldn't be questioned too heavily. Okay, yeah, if you don't like him, okay, but, just look at it objectively. Are you seeing and believing everything you're saying to be true? And if you don't, in other words, that's why I said, if you have an alternate concept you want to run it by us, I want to hear what that sounds like. Because Saleh, some other of us say, you keep blitzing, you're going to get caught in that blitz. The more guys you got in coverage, the better chance your front end has, actually. But that's, it's not looking like it is. So I can see where people are not happy.
No, I agree with it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not disagreeing, but at the same time, you just said, you can beat the blitz. You can. Best way to blitz is just, what happened? As a matter of fact, we were blitzing the damn thing. What happened? Freaking Drew was just dunking and diving the ball.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, shit happened. You just cannot do that.
Yeah.
We were doing it against Baltimore too. We were just tossing the ball. I mean, you got to realize, blitzing does help, but it fucks you over in the end too. Because sometimes somebody's wide the hell open in the end at the top. So, I'm like I said, we could have. Keller could have covered better. We could have got to the point. But I'm not. Like I said, it happens. It's the NFL. It happens. It's not gonna not happen. But it's just fix the mistakes. That's all it is. It's not like they're not fixable. It's just, I just really feel like people need to relax just a tiny bit.
I mean, realize we've never been beaten badly. Every team we played, we was right there with them in the fourth quarter. It takes 4 quarters to beat the 49ers.
That's exactly that's what I'm getting at. So come on now. We've only lost technically by 3 or 2 points. I mean, of course, that Falcons game was just awesome.
A joke, unnecessary joke.
You really go back at it, you think about it. We only really lost by 2 points in that game. That last touchdown was just.
Emilio, I still say we got to go, Emilio. I still say we only lost 1 game this year, and that was Action Jackson. Hawks didn't beat the 49ers, and you already know. Okay, Buddha, come on in, fam. All of a sudden, all the sound went out. I'm not sure what's going on. Buddha, can you hear me? All right. No Buddha. But anyway, as I say, until I see the 49ers get really beat up, I ain't going to be overreacting. Hey, Deshaun. I think something went wrong with the connection. There's a really weird silence. Deshaun? But anyway, as I said, when you look at the games that the 49ers should... Ellis, are you there?
I am here, my man. What's going on?
Ellis, we're just sitting there going over. I think we usually use one night after the game to complain, but I don't know, Ellis. What bothered you the most about that game? I know.
To be honest,
let me fill the blanket.
mixture.
You gonna mention Spoon? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Look, Akello was getting smoked, man, and that's not the first game. He's been doing that, like we've all been talking about. This ain't the first, the second, or the third game he's been doing it. It seems like he's been,
ever since he came back,
the second half of the season.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's irrefutable. I think the most. One of the more irritating things was, I think, the lack of consistency on the defense, and then not just that. I mean, obviously, offense is what kept us in, but from what Fred did, that was the total game changer right there. But throughout the game, for the majority of the time, we weren't getting any good enough rushes, and Jared was able to get some passes in between there and kind of pick apart the secondary, and they were gashing us, for a minute. I'm glad there was some rushes by Nick Bosa. There was some good rushes by Armstead, but I just don't think we're getting that production that we need. And then offensively, we kept putting the ball back in the Rams' damn hands too much. And I mean, that was playing. We were playing with our own lives at that point, because offensively, we can't keep punting the ball back, man. We got to get some offensive production. We got to put the ball in the damn end zone. We can't have like 4 or 5 punts.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, exactly. At least a field goal. If we can dedicate ourselves offensively to committing to getting in the end zone, if not 3 points, at least 85% of the damn game, then I don't think any teams will have a chance, because we have all of the weapons. But we punting the damn ball 4 or 5 times. We're giving it back to the Rams. It's like you guys keep giving, you keep giving them momentum and reasons to feel like they still actually have a shot, and we cannot give them that confirmation. You know what I mean?
It's going to be.
Go ahead, Chad.
It's a good thing we had enough time. Weston Richburg, as soon as he left, the offensive line has changed. It's not so much because of Garland, but it's about offensive lines working together. This is why when everybody was saying last year, we need to get some new offensive linemen. No. You need to get an offensive line that stays together and works together for a while and gets used to each other and knows what each other's going to do without even having to look to his left or right. He already knows what the guy next to him is going to be doing. This is a chemistry that takes time to build. So now, all of a sudden, Jimmy's getting swamped immediately. And Garland's probably not that bad. And Person for sure ain't bad. But you bring Brunskill in and have him play the spot. Now, what does McGlinchey do? I gotta feel this guy out. I gotta know what he's gonna do. Now you have that continuity that used to be there gone. So Jimmy's gonna have to stay. Kyle has got to be smart enough to realize, and I know he is. Kyle, play action, please. They can't hold it, Kyle. I would be yelling at him. They can't hold it. You gotta move to another option. You gotta get him killed. And we're not gonna make any plays like that. So, these are things that they gotta work out. But I guess on the fly it could be tough. It's scary, Ellis.
No, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. And I don't like the fact that Jimmy got sacked so many damn times. I mean, thank God he's kind of shaking the turnover bug, as far as, and he's just taking the blows. But it's like, damn, it's like we don't want to lose him for the season, or, he got hurt his ankle for like a quick second there. And I was like, oh, God, so it's like we can't keep taking those chances. And Kyle needs to tell him, if he can extend the plays, like, I mean, look at all the other quarterbacks in the league. When they're getting pressured, they roll out. You got to move. You have to shift your body and move around, and you can stretch the plays. Like, case in point, the George Kittle touchdown, where he ran around and then he came from the back of the end zone, ran forward, and Jimmy threw the ball to him. If he can do that, We get way more bigger plays later on down the line, and you're not sitting there in the pocket, like I
being
said, with a
killed
kill
and
me
not getting
sign on
anything
you.
done. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sharon, we got to go.
Exactly.
Let me see.
It's Ellis. It's Ellis.
Ellis,
champ.
I'm sorry. Names are flashing in front of
It's
me.
all
I'm getting
good.
all kind of pressure. Listen, I got it. We got to go. I'll see you
Don't even
Friday,
worry about it.
okay?
Okay.
All right, Phil.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go, Niners. Shout out the whole family. And Seagulls, it's over.
Night, Phil. Okay, now we go to Sharon.
Hello, Ronbo.
Hey, Sharon. Oh, God. As you know, the conversation tonight has been, no matter we're 12-3, what's wrong with the 49ers? as funny as that is.
I
But
think they
Sharon,
need to put Mosley back in there.
what?
They need to put Mosley back.
Yeah, everybody agrees on that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
And was
agrees.
it just me?
And I used to be his
Was
biggest
it just
defender.
me? Right?
Yeah.
Was it just me? They were running the same plays that we were running, and that's why they got those bigger points.
That and that moving pocket. Sharon, they've got to figure something out with that. Russell Wilson's going to do that. I guarantee Pete's going to try to do that this weekend. They've got to be, they had it adjusted in the second half.
Nick Mullins was in the pocket all the time.
Who?
Nick Mullins, our second quarterback, he didn't stay in the pocket. He rolled out. He was never in the pocket that much.
Yeah, no.
Why can't he be like Nick?
Well, Nick, he was pretty much, he had a good pocket presence. But the thing is, on defense, we have got to move. They had it figured out in the second half.
Tighten up, too.
Yeah, they should not be able to orchestrate.
Everybody's just going to readjust until Sunday.
And they did it over and over and over.
Yeah, they ran the same plays that we ran. That's why they got over on us for a while. And then it didn't work. So, we got back at them because it didn't work.
Yep, pick six.
I was like, hey, they were running the same plays we were running. I was noticing that real quick. Like, what?
Well, McVay learned from Kyle.
Film.
Yeah, but McVay learned from Kyle. So I'm not surprised about that. I'm surprised that we weren't able to defend against them a little better since we already run them ourselves. That was weird.
As long as we got 12-3, I'm happy with that, but it's a glorious day all the way around because Seahawks and Dallas lost.
Yes! Oh, yes!
Let's throw that in there.
Loved
But
it.
I think we'll be okay Sunday because I just saw on the internet Carson is out for the season and CJ Posey is out for the season.
Oh, I thought you meant Carson Wentz. Yeah, no, Carson's out.
yeah.
He's got a serious hip injury.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is, it's a really strange name. He broke his
He's
arm.
out for the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done.
Prozac.
But I was glad the Falcons beat them, so now we know what we can do to help them. So
No sympathy. Didn't have any sympathy for us, Sharon.
No sympathy.
Yeah.
No. I think we'll be fine. I think Kyle and Robert Saleh is going to have some adjustments done to the defensive line and all that. So I think they got something up their sleeves. I think we'll probably run the ball more.
Yeah, running the ball is okay, but this team, they don't have a good defense anyway. So as far as stopping the run, so it would be wise to run the ball a lot, actually.
I think we'll probably see Mosley back in next weekend, maybe if Kyle just looks at it.
Maybe since he puts the hook on a lot of players for messing up. Bring the hook out for a Spoon too, not just Matty B. Yeah.
Right. So we win this game, we can rest up a week and then get ready for the playoffs. So, and
2
then
weeks.
have home field advantage.
2 weeks, Sharon. That's the nice thing about it. They get the bye week, and then of course prepare the next following week for the game coming up. They need that so bad.
Yep, I think we'll get it.
I think so too. There's no reason not to. That's a miserable Hawks team.
No, because they got a lot of injuries going on now.
And the wrong people too.
At the wrong time when we're singing.
They can't pick. They can pick on Spoon though. We got to fix Spoon or do something, or let Mosley play, please,
I
Kyle.
think what it is, he's afraid of getting hurt again because he was out for a long time. I think he's afraid of getting hurt again, and he lost his confidence, and he can't find his confidence back because he's afraid of getting hurt.
I hadn't thought about that. I hope that's not it. Because if that's going to be the case, him and
That's not
Dante,
the case either, then he doesn't need to play.
yeah, that means him and Dante Pettis doing the same thing. All right, Sharon,
Mm-hmm.
we're out of time, and we got to go, and I'll see you Friday, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas. And we zoomed. Okay, Niner says she's listened to some Tupac and you at the same time. You go get out. Thanks for that cash too, fam. Justin, go ahead, Justin.
What?
Justin.
Oh, I thought well, there's two Justins in here, so I was confused on who you were talking to.
Well, we're talking to you since you're the one that answered then.
Yeah, I was like, because they heard something about Zoom. I was like, I don't have Zoom. But how you doing?
Justin, I'll just sit back here listening to the, because I mean, there's a lot of things that are
I can't
not as
stand
good
for
as
this
they could be.
Witherspoon hate, man. I can't stand for this Witherspoon hate.
I know you're a huge Witherspoon fan.
You're all so toxic. You're all toxic, man. You're all toxic, man. You go from how you about it like. This is ridiculous. Like the most ridiculous.
I just want to say, for my part, I supported Spoon heavy. I just don't want him to regress back to some of the things he was doing last year. I'm seeing it. It's freaking me out.
This is weird to God. This is the nicest guy ever, and y'all hating him.
He is. I'm not mad.
So it's not,
I just know he can play better. I've seen him play better.
You can. But you're acting like them. Okay, well, Manny Mosley. You all want Manny Mosley back, right? How do you do against Julio Jones? Not good, right? And y'all want him to play against DK Metcalf. Really? Really? Oh, man. Y'all want a better cornerback. Okay, go.
Didn't he play against
CK? There in the free agency market. Who is out there? Wait. Look at the Giants. The Giants gave Janoris Jenkins how much money? And look when Janoris Jenkins is now. He was cut, and then he let when I was on the same. It's hard to find a good cornerback out there. You got to let these cornerbacks progress, man. That's the problem with some of these fans, man. They don't let a player progress and better their ability on the field. They're just like, oh, cut him. Cut him. Like they said, the same thing about Frank Gore. Frank Gore started in the league. He had that football problem for a lot of years. And a lot of people were like, get rid of him. And then sooner or later, he got better and better. You got to let these players progress, man. You got to let these players progress, man. It blows my mind, you guys. These people, man, are like saying, cut him. I'm like, what? Like, I just don't get it.
Listen,
really don't.
I just want to say, I don't want him cut, but I do want him to sit sometimes and think about what could be. Now, if you can't get it done, I'm gonna have Mosley out there, right? You can do better than this. We've seen you do better than this. Just keep your head on your shoulders and keep your head in the game and think. Well, if some of the things you're doing out there make no sense, you were doing better than this before you hurt yourself. Where's that guy? Bring him back. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And the thing is, when Witherspoon was hurt, how bad did our cornerbacks think? The thing, Verrett went out there for one play. It was against Pittsburgh. I remember the game he got injured was Pittsburgh. The next play, Verrett goes out there. He gets burned by Juju for a 71-yard touchdown, and we're down, and we have to play from behind. That's how bad our cornerbacks were back then. Witherspoon stood up. Yes, I understand he had a bad day. In no way am I excusing his play. In no way gonna excuse his play. Like, am I saying that he had a good game? No. Am I saying that he's a good player? Yes, because he still has flashes of what he can be. I know this was a bad game for him. I know he could be better than this. You just got to give him time. I feel like he'll learn from his mistakes. He's got a good dad. His dad is big into football too. So if anybody's gonna hold him accountable, it's gonna be Shanahan and his dad, because you talk to Jay Lucky too. So
yeah, he's a great guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah. Jay Lucky is gonna hold him accountable in every way he can. So these fans, they got to calm down, man. You got to calm down.
Well, yeah, and I agree. I mean, you can't overreact every bad play, because everybody's gonna make bad plays here and there. But Spoon was being consistently doing things wrong. That's what made people crazy. You make a mistake here and there, people let it go. You make up with it for the good play. But Spoon went crazy on us yesterday. I don't know what he was doing. He's pointing.
The thing is, you can't put blame on one player. That's what I want everybody to understand. You have to look around all the teams. The linebackers, Dre Greenlaw.
Maybe
he has some bad plays where he has some Dre Greenlaw. He has some bad plays where he could have played the receiver a little bit better than he
got
did.
Beat.
And Marcel Harris.
Justin, we got to go. But listen, Justin, those guys are only like Dre's been there for 1 year. Spoon's been there. This is his third year. Spoon has got to, some of the things he's corrected, go back to that and stop it. Just we're out of time though. Let me see you Friday, okay? And we go to one of the founding members of TNT. He is Trez. Let me get that red and gold in it. Ready, Trez.
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo. Go on and put some red and gold up
Doing that
in
right
it.
now, you know what I'm saying? Christmas cheers everywhere, sprinkling around here. Okay, a little bit on me. And then, you know what? It tastes so good. I'm gonna go ahead and have a swallow too. Trez,
Ronbo,
happy holidays, fam. Come on in here. Yes.
It's been cute cuddling like my partner would say, Ronbo.
Oh, it's been kind of
very
nasty,
cute
actually,
cuddling
Trez.
tonight. Well, no, all I heard is some bashing. That's all I heard.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's cute and cuddling. You know, the bashing. You know.
We do that all the time.
Some people had quality. You know, TNT always bring it. Dre brought some good facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Will brought some good facts. So you know, and others, I heard a couple others that had good facts. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, come with the facts, man. Just come with the facts. You know what I'm saying? The team's struggling right now. Although we pulled a dub out, we struggling, and we struggling in all phases. Yes, because most important, though, Ronbo, I've always said, I need to know what our identity is. You heard me say that in our last conversation. I need to know what our identity is. For me, sometimes, and one caller hit on it too. Kyle gets beside himself, man. He gets beside himself. And then, you know, because yesterday our run to pass ratio was a little bit too heavy on the pass side, Ronbo. You got to set up that run, Ronbo, in order to bring everybody up in the box to try to even hit them over the top.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And Mostert was hitting them. He was gashing them at times. You know what I'm saying? And even Coleman came, but Coleman is being used in a wrong way in this offense, and I don't understand it because Kyle was using them different in Atlanta. I don't understand why he's doing it different here than he did there. Because he was tossing him the ball. One caller hit that dead on the head. He's better when you toss him the ball and let him, you know, you run in the zone sweep that, but on the pitch out. You know what I'm saying? Pitch it out to him. Let him, let him find his way up through there.
Yeah.
But I really would wish that he would. Our identity to me is we will run first team. You know what I'm saying? That's our strong suit. We've been eating up the league this year with our run game. We've been tearing them up. Everybody. I mean, I ain't seen nobody that really stop our run game. Just flat out. Well, we didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Unless we shut ourselves down by not running the ball. And Cal needs to really get a grip on himself with that, man. I really think he should form an identity.
Trez,
man. We can't be.
Trez, one question though.
This do you think ratio?
Trez, one question though. You think it has anything to do with that offensive line and Richburg gone? Also, Person was gone. It seems like Kyle, he gets out of his comfort zone when you replace people. I don't know what they work on during the week. Maybe it's not fast enough to make the adjustment. Can't you run off of McGlinchey's hip? Can't you run off of Staley? I mean, does it have to always be the inside zone? Where's the stretch? You know?
Right. Where's the stretch? Right. But that was his MO in Atlanta. He's a pass. He played wide receiver, but he's pass at.
Yes.
He gets past it. He gets past. That's the same MO in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people were really pissed at him for making those calls down the stretch in that Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They just felt like, you know, the ball should have been ringed, and it should have been ringed. And he's doing the same thing now. Run the fucking ball, man. It was pissing me off so bad yesterday that we had the Rams right there on the cusp, and we were not running the ball. We're getting in these long situations. Jimmy's holding the ball too much. Jimmy is not stretched. You remember, now this is the term now that was used in Atlanta. He told Matt Ryan don't scramble out the pocket. He told Matt Ryan to
doesn't
believe
like
in the
that.
play.
Yeah.
He don't like it. He don't like it when they ad lib. Believe in the play, trust the process. But sometimes, Ronbo, you got to break that. You got to break that. And you got to break it. And you got to throw that ball away, man. That third and long situation shit, man, by the grace of God, man, you know what I'm saying? He was smiling down on his Ronbo and said, no, I got to go and let him have this one. Because to pull out 2 third and, 16, third and 13, 36, that's unheard of, man. That's unheard of. We were putting ourselves in a bad situation.
Long.
And Jimmy would not hit the check down for some reason.
He hates to
Check
do
down
it, doesn't
wide
he?
open in the flat.
Oh, Jimmy, give it
down
to
wide open.
Mostert's standing right there. Give him the ball. Okay, we can't go.
Give him the ball.
Trez,
Get him. You got him in space. You got him in space with a linebacker.
Let him
Get him
have
the
it.
ball quickly. Let them do what they do. If
Plays
it's 4 yards,
over.
that's
Exactly.
less than right. Whatever we get, 4, 5, 3, whatever, it helps out towards that 10. You know what I'm saying? And move the chains. That's all we need to do is move the chains.
And I fully agree. But Trez, we got to pull up. Let me see you Friday if you get some time, will you? Talk about this some
Ronbo,
more.
shout out to my TNT fam. They know who they are. I'm out of here.
All right, Trez. Have a good night, fam. Appreciate you.
All right.
Oh God. All right, let's go check on Buddha. Didn't Buddha do this yesterday? Buddha! You gotta listen to your phone. Buddha. Eventually, the delay will catch up and he'll hear his name. I thought he heard his name yesterday, though. Is Buddha on the East Coast or West Coast? Because he might be asleep. All right. Look, I thought we just talked to Deshaun. We didn't? All right, let's go check out Deshaun. Deshaun. All right, it's Shabazz.
Ain't nobody here.
I know, right?
Ronbo.
Might have got wiped out. Shabazz?
Ronbo. Yeah.
Yo, there you are. All right. Shabazz, come on in, man.
Ronbo, let me put my headphones on. Hold on.
All right.
Ronbo.
Shabazz, I'm listening, fam. Come on in.
Like the caller before. Hold on. My Bluetooth ain't connected. I can't take this Kello bashing. I just can't take it, and I won't stand for it. And I'm pissed because, like I said, I remember when I called in preseason. And these same group of callers was calling for a Kello and Kendrick Bourne's head. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm going to digress and I'm going to go past that. I remember a guy named Terrell Owens had a real shitty game against the Packers. And he came up big. Well, my boy, who I ain't never gave up on, two people on this roster that I didn't never want to see get cut was Bourne and Witherspoon. When the Cello show up in the postseason and he show up against Seattle and he have a play like Malcolm Butler had against Seattle and they won, if he do something like that, I want all the naysayers to freaking apologize. Okay? Everybody history repeats itself. Okay? You go good, you go bad. I remember in the preseason, everybody calling in the Ronbo. Man, I'm tired of Kello. My birthday, first game in Tampa, Kello gets the pick 6. Whoa, Kello showed up. Look, pipe down, like I said. We was going to be 13-3. I told y'all that already. I told the whole empire that. The best thing that could have happened last night was that the Rams gave us a game, okay? We're playing games that we felt like we lost. We're playing games where we're being exposed. This is when you want to be exposed, not in the postseason. This is when you want to get hit in the mouth, not in the last 3 rounds. You want to get hit in the mouth round 4, 5, and 6. We took care of 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to close. It's a 12-round fight. We're going to close out round 9, 10, 11, and 12, and we're going to get the Lombardi. And when the Kello show up big in this postseason, by God, I want everybody to apologize. And anybody that says something bad about them, do me a favor. Get yourself a Witherspoon jersey. Because in the postseason, I'm getting me in the Kello jersey. When I go to the NFC Championship game up in Levi, I'm not wearing Kittle. I'm not wearing Jimmy. I'm wearing the Kello. I got faith in
Number
I'm
23.
gambling on it. I'm gambling on Spoon.
Shabazz, I noticed last year he was progressing. My only complaint is, did Kello forget everything while he was laid off? That's my only complaint because I'm a huge Kello fan. I just want to know,
he's a kid,
can he
bro.
get it
He hasn't
together?
been there before.
Yeah.
We haven't been there before. I hear everybody bashing Buckner. Armstead's in a contract year, so Armstead going to
He's playing his butt off.
Buckner's still under contract. He play. Look, man, hold on. He getting help. I've been to 10 games this year. They holding the shit out of him.
I know, and the refs
Go
won't.
back and watch the Rams game. And the refs
And that's
ain't
why-
calling. He looking at the refs.
and the Rams lineman holding his whole arm. He looking back at the refs. He don't say nothing. Hey, look, that offense that everybody ran from the Ravens to the Cardinals, to all that's all good training. We're gonna murder the Seahawks. I'm going out on a limb. We're gonna murder them.
I really agree. This is the blowout game.
We're gonna murder them. When he rolls, everybody gonna be there waiting on him. And I told you something yesterday when I called in Ronbo. I said Seattle is not gonna escape this Arizona game with a win. I said that last night.
I had a feeling it was gonna compete. I didn't know it was gonna win.
And I said Arizona is gonna get them a ton of injuries. I said I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. Go back and listen to the show. Anybody listening now, go back and listen. I said they're not gonna escape with no injuries. And I said, and now they lost all their running backs. Their main tackle was gone. And Russell Wilson is what they say on TNT. Charles Barkley, he barbecue chicken. He barbecue chicken next week. So we're gonna blow them out.
And stop with that MVP talk. Every time Russell Wilson throw his hand back, look at that, the MVP. Yeah, look, man, what's the point difference between Russell? He ain't got no talent around him. He's carrying the whole club. Oh, later for that.
And that's why it's showing up. That's why it's showing up now. And Ronbo, I'm telling you, vengeance is a dish best served cold. We're gonna go in there. Them punk sea chicken fans outpricing me. Ronbo, you know I'd have been at that game. Now the Empire that know me know I'd have been at that game. They want $600 for a nosebleed. That's blasphemy. I said I can't do it. And the ticket from California to Seattle.
They don't deserve you, Shabazz.
I can't, but I'm gonna be on. Plus, you know, Ronbo, I go up there and y'all have to bomb me out because one of them sea chickens say something to me. I'm 6'3" and 300, and this left hand real mean. I'll put one of them sea chickens out.
You'd be so appreciated. We'd all bail in. We'd all bail in to get you out. Shabazz, we got to go though, fam. But, hey, let me see you Friday.
All right, hey, Friday. Shout out always to my peeps in the SIP and my peeps in Tennessee. I got love for them. I got love for the whole Empire. I told y'all 13-3. It'll be 13-3. Calm down. And when my boy shine in this next game and in the postseason, hey, I don't want to hear it. I just want every caller to get on there and be like, man, Shabazz, bro, you was right. Old Cello stepped up. That's it. I love y'all. We one Empire. We one family. And it's good to get hit in the mouth. We ain't taking no more licks. I got another prediction, too, for the playoffs before I get off.
Real quick, Shabazz, because we're out of time. Go ahead.
Ravens one and done, baby. Ravens one and done.
All right, Shabazz. I'm going to see you Friday. Give me the rest Friday.
Later.
All right, Shabazz. Hey, Carlos.
Hello.
Carlos, we've not talked. I don't think we've talked since we were like 11 wins, 10 wins, maybe 9, 10 wins, huh? I haven't talked to you in a long time. How you doing?
Been great, man. How are yourself?
Oh, Carlos, you know. We're like the best team in the NFC. I'm doing fabulous. We still got to play the Saints one more time. But you know, otherwise, it's a good day. Tell you, fam.
Heck yeah, man. We gotta appreciate the Niners, what they got done.
Yeah.
The previous years, we've been through hell, and now they got it on.
We can't be too critical. I mean, there's things that we don't appreciate. We hope we get it fixed, but it's all a process. We're way better than we were last year, and the year before that. And we'll get to where we're going. I don't think we'll have a lot to complain about next year. You got Jimmy G needed 1 year, 1 full year as a starter. He's getting it right now, even though a lot of people are still complaining. But he has to learn some things. He's basically a glorified rookie, like I always call him. We got some defensive. We got more guys on IR than we need to have. So it's So everybody's worried about the Super Bowl if we can get there with the team we got right now. Carlos, how do you feel? Is this team going to make it?
I think so. They have a really good chance to make get into the big game, to the Super Bowl, and they just got to for sure. They just got to go into Seattle, take care of business. They got to stop, Russell Wilson. Got to get that guy contained, and I mean, he don't look like he's been a lot. He hasn't been mobile really. It's been kind of like slow.
He's getting older. You know, he's got to worry about getting hit like that. You know, it runs out. Russell Wilson used to take a hit, guy get up like nothing happened. He's getting up now, probably thinking, "Oh, that hurt. Okay, I'm gonna have to chill out on that stuff, man." God, my, hey, DK, man, pull my shoulder, pull quick. You know, start do that stuff now. You know, Russ.
Man.
So get his butt this weekend.
Yeah. No, I think so. And that's cool how we got it moved to NDC. And then, we were at the Falcons and we were at the Rams game too. And dude, that game was just, it was legit crazy.
Fans going nuts. Levi's is turning into Candlestick kind of quietly and slowly, Carlos. It's getting noisy out there. 49er fans are picking it up.
They started waking up right when Kittle made that touchdown. I think right when he was like early in there. That's when he rattled up all the fans.
I tell you, and Jimmy, he came out of the pocket. You start doing the Jimmy, you know how he does. He's moving guys around, you know, and finally George Kittle gets boy, put it right where exactly the right spot. That's why I tell you, Jimmy G is going to be fantastic. Just needs a little more seasoning. I think next year we got another quarterback coming. This is all we needed this year.
That's all he needs. He needs that whole season under his belt. You know, next year. I mean, just think about it, like, you know, like, the Saints they've been in the playoffs for how many years already?
Man, Drew Brees, there's kids that are watching the Saints right now that weren't born when Drew Brees was out there lighting it up. Drew Brees, is he 40, 41, 42? So Drew Brees has been out there in nearly 20 years, if not more. Wait, 21, 22?
So so it's impressive.
Yeah, nearly 20 years.
Jimmy G, right? Yeah, that's a long time, so... And it's impressive, you know, with Jimmy G doing, and he's already got us in there already, you know, his first year so far. And he's already got us in the playoffs, man. Yeah. That's freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Carlos, and we gotta be all happy about it, man.
Yeah, we will
We're
be.
freaking in the playoffs.
We'll, you know how we do. We gotta complain, you know, because that's what we do. But he'll be okay. Carlos, say hi to the family for me. We gotta go. I'll see you Friday, okay?
All right, Ronbo, give me that shout out.
Niners for Carlos.
All right, Ronbo. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, fam. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Thanks, fam. Hey, KC.
Hey, Ronbo.
What? KC, you putting something on there? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Casey, it's Monday Night Raw on a Sunday. Casey, if there's anything bothering you, get it off your chest right now. That's what we provide this particular program. If there's anything you want to say, go ahead and say it.
Well, I'm pretty tired, Ronbo. I don't know about you.
Are you tired? A long day.
I'm tired of the Jimmy G person.
Oh, I know, man.
He's going to win the Super Bowl, and people are going to talk about his yardage joke.
You know, God. If he's not perfect, he's getting drilled.
I'm really proud of him, man. I knew they could do it, man. The Cardinals, man. They just.
Yeah, and nobody's talking about Russell Wilson though. If it been us, they'd have been talking about Jimmy like he had a tail. Russell Wilson goes, ain't nobody saying a word. Well, you know, he's still MVP candidate. Oh, of course. He can lose to anybody he wants to. He's still the MVP. They stopped it, though, I think, Casey. I think it is without a doubt now, Action Jackson is the MVP. Finally. Stop with this Wilson comparison. He ain't Lamar Jackson.
Lamar's numbers are there, man. You know, you can say what you want about him, but his numbers are pretty phenomenal.
Can't even say nothing. You're right.
Yeah, he leads the NFL in I think rushing average and average completion yardage. I don't know.
He's got the stats. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Did you see his highlights? That actually scared me today. He's running down the
Well,
field,
you know what scares me
holding
too
the ball up like he's going to throw it. He didn't. The dude takes a fake, and Lamar runs by him. I said, damn.
Yeah, and you know what
I've never
scares me
seen
though
anybody
is
do
that the
that.
Chiefs are playing defense now. I think
know,
the
right?
Chiefs are getting hot at the right time.
Yeah.
And, you know, Patrick Mahomes is still alive, man, and Mahomes is just as scary, man. So,
Well, yeah, true. He's got better accuracy.
yeah, you know, and, yeah, man, that final play, how beautiful was that final play? It should have never happened, the throw to Emmanuel Sanders, but, I mean.
I loved it.
Oh, God, the offensive line, man, that was the play of the year for the offensive line, man. Oh, man.
They held just that one time. Let him throw. Can you guys do it?
Do you remember that?
Give him 2 seconds.
There was a really deep pass play in the Eagles-Patriots Super Bowl where the center took on two guys. Once I forget what his name is. But, you know, Ben Garland, man, he's a lot better than you might really think as a backup.
No, he does a good job. He just needs to be out there with those guys. And by the time we get through the first round of the playoffs, Ben Garland is going to be fine. He's not who I'm worried about. I just want to see him, the other guys, be able to work with him, understand his movements, know how to act when he does. Yeah. When he says him, they got a you know what I mean? It's all about getting together and becoming one. That's the thing. That's why offensive lines.
Well, you know, and really, I think it's kind of 50-50 on Staley, but I wouldn't have switched out Staley personally. But anyway, what did you think about Braden not playing? Shanahan said it's nothing against him. Like, what does that mean? Like,
Shanahan's very. Do you know? And you remember when Carlos Hyde missed that touchdown pass before he left us? You know, Shanahan, has no patience.
He has kind of a
backs.
Belichick thing to him. He has that Belichick attitude where
I
it's like,
think so.
He doesn't. Yeah.
Certain positions he does not forgive. I mean, last week, Matty B had that fumble, and Shanahan must have been livid because you know he wanted to beat the Falcons. Matty B didn't even get a snap. I said, "Wow."
Yeah, and you know he's not going to do it to Kittle, but you know with Raheem playing the way he is right now, it's probably just to get him fired up, and so.
Hey, you know, Casey, we got to go out of time. Let's see you Friday if you get some time, huh?
All right, sounds good. Hey, bang bang Niner gang, Merry Christmas, Arizona.
Yeah, like that. Give a good night, Casey. Yeah, you too. Hey, Buddha. We'll try Buddha again.
Hey, what's up?
Buddha, we've been looking for you for 2 days, fam.
Yeah, me too. Oh my God, Ronbo! Did you watch the whole Cardinals game today?
I wasn't gonna watch. I was watching the bits and pieces, but after it got fun, I started laughing my ass off. I was watching that whole second half. Hey, how about that MVP, Russell? Put him on your shoulders. You're supposed to win this game. Let's go, Russ. Russ couldn't do it, and we got Kyler standing on the sidelines. So Russ wasn't even dealing. He could always say, I didn't have my running backs. Okay, that just tells the truth about you, doesn't it? Talking about Russell Wilson, greatest quarterback of all time. And Buddha, we had guys here in the chat. I think they were BSers. Dude said, Russell Wilson over Joe Montana. I started to ban him. Block his ass. Are you serious? Oh, God.
That's blasphemy.
It is.
That is blasphemy.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. His luck ran out today. I mean, when I was watching the game, it was 20-7, and I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden, you know, they missed. Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, they picked up the block punt. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the block punt happened, and that was when I was like, man, don't tell me the luck is coming back for freaking Wilson. And then, you know, Kyler Murray went out with his, you know, quad injury or whatever happened to him. And I was like, man, they're going to sneak back into this game.
I thought the same thing. I thought so. Here they come. More good luck Hawks. Now they're going to win this game because Murray left. Oh, they didn't do it, though. They didn't do it, Buddha. Finally.
Thank God. Thank God and thank Buddha. The real Buddha.
Yes. And not that I'm afraid of them, but I get sick of watching them get those kind of wins. They did that all season long. Ain't beat nobody. The point differential between them and everybody they lost, it is so small. Every team they beat, should I say, the point differential in all their victories, the point differential is so tiny. Man, I said, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Not today.
Just sliding by. Sliding by.
So I have a question for you. So if we obviously, if we beat them next week, we win the first round, the first round bye and the first seed. But today, since they lost, did we really change anything other than? Did anything really change?
No. We still got.
We're still the first.
We're still the number one seed. We're 12-3. They're 12-4. So they had to win today to keep up with us in order to put themselves in a position for the number one seed. Now, if they when we beat
but if we lose, God forbid we lose next week, would we wouldn't have the first round seed anymore, right?
No. We'd be the team going to go play the Eagles. As it is, we're going to go send them to the Eagles next week, and we'll sit back and relax for a week, heal up, get some of our guys back, and prepare to take on whoever they lose to. We could be playing them the first round of the playoffs. If they slip somehow and beat the Eagles, is it us? Or do we play another wild card? We play the other wild card? Anyway, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but because we got to wait to see what happens next week. So
either way, we got to beat them next week.
I don't know how we could lose to them. They don't have players they absolutely need, and we're going to be playing them this time with George Kittle and Emmanuel Sanders. We didn't have either one of those guys last time. We got them both this time. I got a healthy George Kittle. I've got a healthy Mike McGlinchey. I got a healthy Joe Staley. All those little things that helped them win last time won't be happening. God.
100%. And we're going to beat them. I saw the whole entire Cardinals game, and other than the first drive, the Seahawks looked like absolute crap.
That's true.
You took the word.
Man. Buddha, we got to go, Buddha. We're out of time. I'm going to see you Friday, okay? We get ready to make predictions. It's going to be too much fun.
All right, cool. All right, man. Have a good night, and thanks so much for what you do and the platform you give us, brother.
It's my pleasure, Buddha. Thanks, and happy holiday to you, man.
Yeah.
And let's go check out Bill. Bill.
Ronbo, it's about time. I was about to take a nap.
Bill, let me wake you up with this. How about them Cowboys?
Did I tell you? Didn't I tell you?
Oh,
Did I tell you Philly was going to beat him?
I was beside myself, Bill. I couldn't stop laughing. First, the Hawks got me laughing, and then first the Cowboys got me laughing, and then the Hawks, they come in and they do the same thing. Oh, glory be. It's a Sunday to remember.
I didn't want to tell you this last time I was on. My girlfriend got a job at the Waffle House here in Texas.
All right.
They thought she was a Niner fan, and they fired her.
What? Oh!
Yeah, because he didn't want no Niner fans at his work. He's all Cowboys.
God.
How's he feeling now?
I guess you got to be careful walking around Texas talking about 49ers. My God.
No.
She could file a lawsuit.
In the Alamo, and I'll shout Niners. I ain't scared.
Yeah. She could file a lawsuit. I wish you guys would. Go ahead and file that lawsuit and see what the owner says, you know. He can go ahead and talk about, look, I'll fire whoever I want to. If she don't go support the Cowboys, I don't need her walking around my premises. Look, if you don't give her job back, you're going to be paying her anyway. So you may as well let her come back to work. Oh, I'd love to be the judge in that case.
She's laughing at you. She's happy.
I wish she was the judge of that.
You heard her?
What'd she say?
Go say that.
I wish she was the judge of that.
Oh, I'd love to have that case. And I'd put my 49er cap on as he goes back to sit down. You say one word to me and I'll hold you in contempt of court. Go ahead. Make my day.
I would make him give a Niners shout. Niners!
Bill, before we run out of time, though, give me some of your feelings on yesterday's game. We're giving grades on the offense and defense and so forth.
I want to announce out, hey, Norm, how do you like us now? Norm Kim. I was watching your whole game as you were predicting a win and how you're going to beat the 49ers. Norm, I know you're trolling Ronbo. Yeah.
I know Norm.
I know. Look up Norm Cam, Ronbo.
I know him. I've been knowing him for years.
Norm
I've been knowing Norm for years, and I was trying to get a Norm show for a while. He wouldn't let me in. He says, well, you guys aren't, I don't know if it's that exciting anymore. You guys aren't as good as you used to be. Okay. All right, fine, Norm. And we never talked anymore. So,
He still calls us trash.
Yeah, good. And we'll see how trashy we are next week.
All I got to say is don't come at him soft. Come at him like we came at him last time. Blow him out. And, hey, I want to say Norm's face. I just want that to be magic.
I know. I'm going to give him a shout-out after the game. We'll all give him a shout-out.
Shout out to Norm. All I can say is I can't wait for the Lombardi Trophy. I've been waiting my whole life for this, man. Ever since Young retired. I've been waiting, man. I'm just so excited.
And the nice thing about it is we're watching, and I don't know if Dallas is still going to make it. I think they're done. It would have been nice to go through both Dallas. It would have been nice to beat Dallas and the Hawks in 1 year. Oh, that would have been so nice.
This is where it stands. The Eagles, they're going to beat the Giants. And it doesn't matter if the Cowboys win or lose after that, they're out.
Okay.
And bye-bye Jason Garrett.
Who did the boys play this weekend, though, or next weekend?
Oh, man, I think it's the Bears.
Okay. But go ahead.
And bye-bye Jason Garrett. And remember how we lost Harbaugh and we got another Jimmy in that came and killed the team? That's what's going to happen to Dallas. Bye-bye Dak. Bye-bye Zeke. Bye-bye Cooper. Bye-bye all y'all. Reboot for another 5 years. And lots of go to the Lombardi Trophy. So, this is not only a loss, this is a loss for decades to come.
I hope so. I love watching it. Bill, we're out of time. You and your lovely lady. I gotta say goodnight to you guys and Merry Christmas. And if you guys get a chance, get on back here Friday.
Can you do me one favor?
Was it?
Niner shout out for her.
Oh, absolutely. A Niners!
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
There you go. You guys have a great holiday. I will see you later, huh? All right. Oh, let's go see if we get AJ. We were trying to find AJ yesterday. Let's see if AJ is ready to go now. AJ.
Hey, what's up there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, AJ. We were looking for you yesterday, man. What's up?
Ain't nothing much, man. Let me put your I had to put the TV on mute. I see your face.
Hey, thanks, AJ. 'Cause it always bleeds into the mic. Yeah.
Right,
AJ,
right. Just like
AJ,
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think that all gas, no brakes for our motto for this year was questionable or having some serious effect during this season? So we'd be cut with that week 4 break and all that, because man, we ain't got no pass rush almost.
Yeah. A lot of teams are not allowing. You see what they was doing. The Rams are doing. Teams know if you stand in the 49ers will kill you. So now everybody's doing the Lamar Jackson roll. Get that moving pocket going. Get that, because if you stand in, the 49ers going to get you. Goff made the mistake a couple of times yesterday of trying to stand under center. The only time he got anything going was when he had his little moving pocket going. So, look, Russell Wilson's going to do that. Every team we play from now on is going to have that rolling pocket. It's the only way we're going to survive against that 49ers front, especially when D Ford comes back. I figure, though, the 49ers, the linebackers are going to take on a whole new style because that rolling pocket is here to stay. Unless the team is stupid, Because if you stand there, they're going to get you. But if you do the Jared Goff, but they kept running that same play over and over again, and you see what happened. I mean, Fred Warner said, y'all going to do that play again? Go ahead. Boom! Fred, pick that garbage off. Boy. So we need more of that, or else this is going to be rough for the 49ers front line.
And, man, shout out to C.J. Beathard's brother, man.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Crazy. But we've been having some serious, I don't know if it's just me thinking about it or something, but, you know, Patrick Willis, he retired early. You had Navarro Bowman, and when he had that knee injury, and he tried to come back.
Yeah.
Marcus Goodwin's daughter. Who was our Mob? Was it a Mob Brooks had some problems too? And then our other,
well, Ahmad was out there being sleazy. That was I don't know what was going on with them dudes back then. You know, you can't have women calling up the police and talking about what you did while they was laying on the pool. What's wrong with y'all, man? You thought she wouldn't go tell or what? I don't get it. It's just
man.
Anyway, we haven't had any of that in
a
while.
Yeah, I'm just flipping off of that. We got some straight up outside of football issues that a lot of teams ain't been having as much as us. But anyway, I mean, to get to the damn Super Bowl, we gotta go ahead and get first seed so we can get the bye. We're gonna have to smack and whack these pigeon squirts so we can go ahead and make our plan. We gotta plant the flag like a real team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some injuries. Maybe some guys can. I know D Ford should be back for the playoffs. They're letting him rest that leg completely. You got Kwaski will be back. See, it seems like there's Quan or DJ, one of them. Most likely DJ, because Quan has got that torn pec. That should take more 6 months. So I figured DJ Jones will be back for the playoffs. See, 1, 2, 3. These are very important guys. It's too bad the offensive line. Person will probably be back soon, but no center. But Ben Garland will be fine as long as he stays in there for a few more weeks. They'll pretty much get used to him too. So we should be pretty good if we get Spoon back on track. Because Spoon's got to come back to where he was.
Yeah. He was out for a minute. You got to take that with a grain of salt. How bad he was getting beat. I didn't like it at all. I was yelling at the TV, but we still got places. People like Barrett. We've signed him for a big contract. He missed him. Marcus Goodwin. We got a lot of players that just MIA anyway, as far as the end of the season and trying to bill us out for a good number of reasons. I guess I don't know, man. It's just looking crazy, Ronbo. But I'm glad you're doing what you do. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go to work. I gotta get some sleep first, of course, and then I'm gonna see you win.
Friday,
back, boss.
Friday, fam. Friday. I'll be looking for you then. Go ahead and get that rest. And
I will.
All right, AJ. See you later.
Talk to you.
All right. Oh, Merry Christmas, AJ. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, Rumble.
Well, Bethel, here we are, 12-3, getting ready to play the Seahawks to end the season, and they're all broken up into pieces.
Yeah, I got one thing to say about that. That I seen when Norm was laughing at us when we lost to Atlanta Falcons. Now I could laugh and say, "Hey, look, they lost to the Cardinals with a backup quarterback." So payback's
BI.
That's what I think. Yeah. So, and plus, I was there at the Rams game. I was having so much fun. We didn't, we as fans didn't care of what happened as long as we got that win. You could win however you win as long as you get that win. That's the only thing that matters. There's some stuff that you could clean up. I haven't seen Jimmy G, had some open receivers if he would have thrown, but I think he was kind of scared to throw an interception.
Well, not only that,
the Rams a chance.
He had some checkdowns. Bethel, Bobby, you saw it close up. Jimmy does not like to go to his checkdowns. I noticed that. He's got guys standing there. He could go to checkdown and let them make a play. Jimmy would rather. This is one thing I'm going to get on him, and I support him. Like, hardcore. But when he's got a check down and the play is dissolved, let the check down have the ball, Jimmy. Do it.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen the running back have just, you could basically throw him the ball and he could just run either one guy or either just get 3-5 yards.
Yeah,
and get something instead of
he's got to
getting
work on
a
that.
sack.
Yeah, don't. But just because you can't find a home run play, okay. You got no time left. Mostert's standing right there. Give him the ball, and let's see what he can do with it. That's something I have a problem with.
Yeah, because I had a friend from work with me, and he's a Rams fan, and he was next. So he was so happy about his Rams team doing so good because he thought we were gonna kill them. And when we were doing plays, we were laughing at him, and he was just sitting down, kind of moping. And some of our fans were telling him, "Hey, you were moping. Now look at us. Now we have, now we could do it to you." So, but we were good sport, and saying, "Hey, good game," But he didn't say nothing towards the. He just said, "Hey, the good thing that it was a good game," and
it was actually
that he went there just to watch a good game because when you pay $200 or you pay good money to go watch a game,
it should at least be a pretty good game.
Yeah. We don't want to be like when I went to go see the Rams play the Niners at home, and we got blown out and wasted all kinds of money just to get blown out.
Yeah,
so
that's hard to handle that. And then you remember the food wasn't even good at the ballpark. Everything's wrong, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't yell a lot of the times for the defense because I was yelling too much. So it's kind of hard to be yelling through all fourth quarters. So
but your throat gets raw. Pretty soon you're talking like Trent Baalke after a while. Come on, guys. Oh, Wiggs, it's Keller Witherspoon. What are you doing, man? That's not the play you're supposed to make. Who taught you that? You go to Trent Baalke and you can't even talk. Pretty soon you get home, you can't talk at all. Fun stuff.
But
Bethel.
Yeah, but I see, and plus, if you want some tickets to go see Seattle, I think the cheapest ones are like 430. 431. I barely checked it out right now.
Way up there.
So they're like $431.
All right. Well, Bethel, happy holidays. We're out of time. I'm gonna look for your Friday. We're gonna get predictions on what's gonna happen in this game.
A good show, Rumble.
Thanks, Bethel.
And hey, everybody be happy. We just seen so much stuff go right for us, and we should be we're having win Monday and win Sunday.
Yeah.
So
all right.
There
you go.
All right,
got that message, Bethel. All right, Bethel. Happy holidays. We really gotta go because it's getting late.
Happy holidays, and hit that like before we leave.
All right. Thanks, Bethel. All right. Night, Bethel. Let me shout him on in here. For the Rod.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Rod, man, it's Monday Night Raw on Sunday. And Rod, the thing is, there's nothing raw about this day, should be. We got all things in the world to be happy. We're 12-3. We're undisputed best in the NFC. The Cowboys got a whooping, a good whooping. The Hawks, they got a good whooping. I've tried to think of any situation what day has been better than this.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna make you laugh, bro.
Oh, give me some more, please.
Yesterday was my day. I ain't watched football today, man. I ain't even watch no games.
You didn't even know,
today, bro.
Oh man,
I ain't even watch. Yeah, now I saw the headline on my email about the Seahawks got beat by the Cardinals. I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
Hey, wait, Rod.
And then I heard you.
It gets better.
I heard you say, how about them Cowboys earlier?
Yeah, but Kyler Murray was sitting down in the second half. Hundley went out there and finished whooping him. Oh!
Did he get benched?
He hurt his leg. He pulled the muscle. I think it's a hamstring or quad. I'm not sure. He was sitting on the sideline looking like he's about to start crying, had an ice pack around his leg. Brett Hundley went out there and finished whooping the 49ers. I mean, whooping the Hawks. I said, this is even better. Good. Now tell me about that MVP Russell Wilson. Sick of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, what kind of winning streak did the Seahawks go on?
Shoot.
Do you know how many games they won straight? Because it's like
3 or 4.
I try to compare it to the games that we played the second half when we was like 8-0.
Yeah, the Rams whooped them. Yeah. I'm trying. You're right. I don't know how many games. Did they put 8 games together this year at all before they got beat?
Because, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking about is you know, they were the first team to beat us. And, well, my bad. Ravens beat us first, didn't they?
No. The Hawks did.
No, the Seahawks beat us first.
Yeah, we were 9.
Yeah, so.
We were getting ready to go 10-0, and they came in there, and we missed the field goal. And they've been running around talking about how they – well, the Hawks know that they can beat the 49ers. What? Oh.
Well, that's that.
Oh.
And that's the thing I'm talking about. You remember we went through the tough period where we had like 4 good teams in a row. So it's like it just looked like this is a good spot for them to go on at least a 2-game losing streak. That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
Yeah, but they got so many injuries. It's bad. I mean, Rod, it's really bad. They got all kind of. They ain't got no running backs. Prozac broke his arm today. Carson, he's out with a hip injury. They got
Carson is out.
Carson is gone. Gone. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back this year.
Let's stay humble. We gonna stay humble. We gonna stay humble, but we gonna still whoop that ass.
Yes, indeed. No mercy. This is the no mercy match.
Yeah, we got to get them.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get them.
I hope they score 50 points on them. Let's see, man.
Man, I tell you what, man. My boy Monster need to get some carries, bro.
Who?
It's time to go ahead and release the crackling with Mustard.
Oh, Monster. Oh, yeah, Monster. Exactly.
Yeah, let's see if he hungry. Let's feed him. Let's feed him, Shanahan. Let's feed him. I mean, you know, I personally,
only in the first half though. I'm gonna give Matty B some burn, you know, because I want Monster to be fresh. I don't want no injuries, no pull muscles or nothing like that. In the first round of the playoffs, I'm looking for that fool to come out with 165 yards of rushing. And said Jimmy G had his support all game. Jimmy throws for 300 against the first round, and the 49ers are for real because they're talking bad about us still. Rod, he still ain't got no respect for us.
Well, that's okay. Man, they don't have to respect us. They don't have to respect us at all, man. But they can respect the damn Super Bowl championship when they come back. Santa Clara, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, as far as the pass rushing situation, I know it's been discussed before, but I mean the significance of Ronald Blair being gone, the significance of D Ford being pretty much inconsistent as far as being able to play in the lineup, it's definitely taking a toll, man. And I mean, you know, you brought another interesting point of how my boy Nick Bosa can pretty much pick well on the line. He wants to line up, so you know, I love it, man. I mean, it's gonna be a challenge, but we're gonna have to find a way. And one thing I can honestly say, while everyone has these once again bad remarks about Robert Saleh, is we always make the second half adjustments.
That's it.
So look, man, the man is a defensive coordinator for the first time. This is his 3rd year. He's gotten better than the first 2 seasons. So,
that's right. So,
you know, I mean, come on, damn,
Rod,
he's not going to always pitch a shutout.
That's right, Rod. Let me get a shout out. We got to go, and good stuff as usual. Rod, love it. Rod, and also let me give you a Merry Christmas, Rod. All right. Are you ready?
I appreciate it, man. Hey, but before you give me my shout out, do me just one more favor. It's going to be a quick one. My son said he wanted to say hello. Can he say hello right quick?
Sure he can. Come on, let him come on in. Hello? Hello?
Man, this joker done fell asleep. All right, Ronbo.
Hey, next time we go get him,
home,
okay?
Baby.
All right, Rod. Niner! from a man, a Rod. Night, Rod.
Appreciate you, Ronbo.
Thanks,
Shout out,
fam. And TJ Campos, he says, I like to say, Hafa Adar. And you know what I mean? This must be, no, Feliz Navidades is Spanish. Hafa Adar. I'm so embarrassed. This is Guamanian he's talking. Okay, let me tell you. Hafa Adai, Ronbo from Guam. Cheers to you, big brother, for staying faithful and staying humble. Shout out to the Guam 49er fans, near and far. Let's finish the season strong and New Year stronger. Yes. TJ, appreciate that, fam. Thanks a lot. And Merry Christmas to you. And let's go see what JT's talking about. JT.
Finally.
JT, are you using the Bluetooth?
Finally. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I was. At least I got the echoes gone. Okay, JT, try it again because it got blurred out. What? Do it again.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I think I'd rather not.
Okay. I heard something though, but anyway. What are you thinking, JT?
All right, this is what I'm thinking. I want to address something.
All right.
Seattle Sea Chumps.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I told you chumps a few weeks back. You guys got it coming, and lo and behold, I'm just, my heart's just racing just thinking about it. Lo and behold, we gonna serve them chumps this week, Ronbo.
It's overtime.
I ain't worried about it. I know, they're banged up. We're banged up.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't gonna be no excuses.
Yep.
I believe I think we're gonna beat that team by a large margin this week, Ronbo.
It'd be so exactly time to do so too. This is beat them up.
Because like you guys, I said, like I heard somebody was saying that, I want to beat the Seahawks so bad. I want to do it for the Kaepernicks of the world, the Bowmans, the Willises,
that was me. Yeah.
the Crabtrees, the Frank Gores of the world.
Yes.
The Justin Smiths.
Mm-hmm.
I could go on and on and on. And you know what? I believe this is the year, Ronbo, with the quarterback that I thought we should have picked up in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy G.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Jesus. He's gonna come through this week. He's gonna go to Seattle. We're gonna whip on him this week, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm. And then they can stop talking about, well, Russell Wilson, he doesn't really need but for somebody to snap him with the ball. Somebody can run and one receiver. He'll take apart any team in the NFL. Oh, what?
We lost by a fluke field goal.
Yes.
Come on. That game could have went either way. And they just got lucky by the skin of their teeth that that backup that we had. He didn't do
McLuhan, or whatever his name was.
But he didn't do too bad. But he just happened to miss that kick, and they think they're good because they acted like they won the Super Bowl when the game was over.
All right.
So this is what I say: you see, chumps, you guys got it coming. We got Emmanuel Sanders, we got George Kittle. We got Raheem Mostert. Oh, that guy's a monster. Raheem Mostert.
Hey, JT, remember, we got McGlinchey back. We've also got Emmanuel Sanders come back and George Kittle, like you mentioned.
Joe Staley.
And Joe Staley.
Yeah,
all those guys
back.
that were missing before, they ain't missing. They're going to be on the plane, and they're going to fly into Seattle right along with everybody else this time. Now, see if you can get lucky.
And you know what else, Ronbo? We play better on the road, too, than I think we do at home.
Doesn't it?
It's proven. I see it all the time. We play
Very
better on the road.
I wonder why.
Yeah. I don't know. We're just good against pressure. We're good under pressure.
I think they like getting booed.
Yeah. And, and I think they feed off the fan base traveling, too. That's another thing.
Yeah, they do enjoy that. They do.
Yeah. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to end it this note here. We are going to finish the season off, the regular season off, Ronbo, at 13-3, like my man Kenny says, because we got fucking Jimmy G.
I knew it was coming. Man, it's going to be funny. We're going to be doing that in chorus next week. All right, fam. Yeah. JT, we got to go. I'll see you Friday, all right?
All right, Ronbo.
Looking for you. Hey, Merry Christmas.
All right.
Good night.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks. Let's go check out Joey. Joe. Hey, wait. There's only one Joey. Let me get. Wait, give me a guitar. Boom, boom. Joe. Joey Mahoney, yeah, dum de doo ooh, yeah. Joey Mahoney, a long time no see. Hey, Joey, come on in, man. I'm as you know, in celebration mode. As I had all my dreams come true, we win yesterday against those disgusting, filthy Rams who never shampoo. Then I watched the Cowboys get their butt beat with Jerry Jones making excuses. And then of the ice cream on top of the sundae, there you got Kyler Murray, pulled muscle and all, sitting on the sidelines as Hundley finishes up a game, and they double the Hawks' score. And Joey doesn't get any better than that.
It sure don't, Ronbo. It sure don't.
Man.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Awesome. No. Legendary. You gotta do like Quan. Joey, what do you think, man? I mean, it's supposed to be the night we're supposed to take our team apart, and a lot of people have. But Joey, what are you thinking? I mean, tear them apart, build them up. I don't care. What are you thinking?
Man, I had a front row seat of that game on Saturday night, bro. It was amazing. Hey, Ronbo. Man, you should have seen this guy next to me, man. His mouth dropped when we converted on 3rd and 16, and Kendrick Bourne got free. And I looked at him, and he said, damn. And then we went back, another 3rd and 16. And he said, ain't no way in hell we converting this one. I says, just watch. And that ball got snapped, Ronbo, and I'm looking at Jimmy G, and then that ball's in the air, and I'm seeing Sanders going wide open down the field. I said, you better catch it. And then boom!
Joey, you sound distant. Get your mouthpiece so we can hear you. Oh, God. Joey?
Hold on one second. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, because that pass.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. And Joey, were you sitting close enough so you could see? What's the cornerback? What's the cornerback that was guarding or got smoked? Wasn't that Jalen Ramsey?
Ramsey
Jalen!
That he schemed us, right, Ronbo? Yeah. Is that what he said? He schemed us. Ronbo. Oh, man.
Jalen. He threw his boy under the bus. Did you see that interview? Yeah. He blamed it on the safety. What's that kid's name they just picked up? Yeah, well, I was where I was supposed to be. The safety was supposed to have that coverage over the top, so it wasn't my fault.
Did you see? Did you see that thing on Instagram where they where I forget who put it on a post, but somebody says, like Madden, somebody forgot to move, because you know in Madden when you switch your characters and if you're the corner and if it's you controlling it and you don't do nothing, the corner will just stand still, and on the play he just stood still, and they were like making a joke, like saying, like, hey, you're supposed to move, and you didn't fucking move. You just stood there.
He was playing Madden. Jalen ain't got no class. You know what? Okay, if you made a mistake and your teammate made a mistake, you're gonna get in front of the mic of the press and say what he did wrong. Oh, you know what? I might have wanted him on our team at one time. I don't want Jalen on this team. What's wrong with him?
You know, and I did too. I was thinking Jalen and Sherman. Those two.
Vicious.
But you know, Yeah, but same thing with AB, bro. It's just it's all in their head, bro, and that's gonna lead to dysfunction
Problems
on any team they
eventually.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, man, it was a great time. I had a great game to watch. What I was you couldn't hear me, but what I was saying was there was this guy sitting next to me, and when it went to 3rd and 16, the play that was born, when it happened, I look over, his mouth dropped. Ronbo, his mouth dropped. He couldn't believe it. No. He's a Niner fan. Like, he couldn't believe that we converted. He's like, "Oh my god!"
Oh.
And then I says, "Just wait, we're gonna win this game." And then it went to 3rd and 16 a second time, and he says, he said to me, he said, "You think we could do it again?" And I said, "Just watch." In the play before the ball snapped, I says, "Where the fuck is Emmanuel Sanders?" And fucking Garoppolo goes back, and I'm looking at Garoppolo. I'm not looking at like the play going downfield, because I'm looking at the protection. And then he throws it deep, and I'm looking at the ball in the air, and I'm going, what the fuck? Because I'm thinking first down, he's thinking touchdown. And all of a sudden, I see Emmanuel Sanders, and nobody near him. And I was like, oh my God!
Joey, we're out of time.
And then I
I'm telling you, those are...
and he's jumping up, jumping.
Some of the things, Jimmy G, people don't know it. Dude could be a Hall of Famer, man, because he's growing. This is his first year. People still think, but he sucks. He does this wrong, he does that wrong. Shh, this is his first year. People would need to wait a couple of years, then talk to me. Joey, we got to go, though, fam. Merry Christmas to you. I'm going to see you Friday if you get time, all right? Okay, so I guess he got removed. All right. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Ronbo. It's Josh One, the one and only Josh.
I can't wait till the next Josh calls in. Dude, you are the second and second behind the only one and only Josh. Josh. All right, Josh, as you know, we're going over grading and everything else, Josh. This is the night to let it out. What is your feeling, Josh? Run defense, run offense, pass defense, pass offense. Jump on it.
I think, I think Kyle, he's saving it for this game coming up against Seattle. I think he's been being really conservative, about the play calling. Because I remember I called in after the Seattle loss and I told you, we're going to be pissed and, we want that revenge. And I think Kyle has already got it all dialed up of what we're going to do. We're going to smoke these guys bad. That's a given. I have 100% confident in that. He's just going to open up the playbook on him, and it's going to be not necessarily as much of a high-scoring game as it was against the Saints, but it's going to be enough to where, Seattle is just quiet. They're just done. After the
12th man
halftime,
becomes...
It's done.
And the 12th man, you look up at the stands, it looks like there are only 6 men.
Oh, well, hey, man, even like Deion Sanders said, 12th man? Come on. 12th man, that doesn't exist. The only person that really has home field advantage with the 12th man was the Raiders, because you were afraid that somebody was going to get shanked.
and then he finishes up by saying, hey, and they stole that from Texas anyway. Deion was killing me with that, man. Killing me. But yeah, hey, Josh, but you know what? Here's the thing. That I don't know if they're going to open up the whole playbook on the Hawks. It may not be necessary. You might as well save it for the playoffs. The Hawks are in trouble. They've lost way too much. I mean, we got injuries, but the Hawks are just ridiculous with injuries. They got no running backs.
Oh yeah.
They got half their defense's linemen are missing. They're in serious trouble. They don't. We're doing them a favor by putting them out of their misery next week. They don't need to go to the playoffs. For what? To get embarrassed?
Oh no.
God.
I think he is going to open up a little bit of it, though. I think, he's just going to light a fire under their ass. He really is. Just to finally, one, get that big win in Seattle that we haven't had in a long time, visiting them there.
10 years.
2, to make a statement of, we're coming. We're coming, and we're going to the Super Bowl. I have full confidence that we're going to go. The other thing on defense, I just want to bring up something really quick, and I did my research on this, okay? Today, I was looking at it on all these other teams that are in the playoff standings. You know what team is as close to us in the playoff standings on the bye week?
No.
The closest team is in the AFC, and that's the Buffalo Bills. They had a bye week in week 6.
Oh,
we
as
had
far
ours
as
in week 4.
Oh, I see what you mean now. As far as having any rest at all, when was their bye week?
Bye. So, I think a lot what's going on with our D, they're tired, plus with the injuries and all that in these big games.
And maybe why they're so injured.
This win, if we get this win, it's going to be huge. We need a break. We definitely do. And I'm confident we're going to get this win. We're going to stay in the first seed, home field advantage. And maybe that's why Bobby Saleh, he can't call the plays that he's been calling when we were destroying quarterbacks because our guys are just too tired. They just can't do it. Plus the injuries.
Well,
that's just something to kind of think about.
Yeah. A lot of teams are getting smart. Ever since Action Jackson did what he did, everybody knows if you move, don't stand there, the 49ers will get you. But if you move that pocket, it gives you at least a little of a chance, especially with our secondary dropping off like they have been lately. Well, not all the secondary, but they're going to get spoon corrected. I just know it. This is the week, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Seattle's luck ran out. I know I'm short on time. I also just want to say
real quick
that I love your impression when you do the impression of Trent Baalke. Hilarious.
Guy.
Cracks me up. Jimmy, I'm going to end on this, and I'll let the other callers get on. Jimmy, the Hitman G, he's going to shred up Seattle's defense.
You know it, too. I would have picked him up in the draft if I had a chance, too. Listen, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and get ready to go to the Super Bowl. All right?
All right. Ronbo,
good night.
It's going to be a Merry Christmas and a legendary win. Holla.
Night, man.
All right, Ronbo.
All right. See you tomorrow. Let's see you weekend, Friday. Oh, God. And Maurice.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Maurice, we're just sitting back here and loving the fact that our world is red and gold and everybody is not. Everybody else isn't. Can you imagine being purple and green, which is a stupid combination of colors anyway? And then, can you imagine being blue and gray like the Cowboys are? Oh, the tears are falling on Dallas out of the Texas skies tonight. And the rain's been falling and crying in Seattle all day anyway. No!
They ran out, man. They feel like I don't know what it is.
Maurice, I can't hear you. Maurice, get into the get into your mouthpiece. We can't hear you. I can hear you way back there.
Hello, can you hear me now?
It's much better. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm glad that they luck ran out because when Kyle Murray got hurt, he hurt his hamstring, and here they come with the rally, and they got some kind of call. They try to get a pass interference call. So look here, they try to get some kind of look so they can win the game instead of beat the team. They're looking for luck. Them Seattle.
Maurice, Maurice, you did get off the speakerphone already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm off the speakerphone.
Okay, go ahead. I think that's the most volume I can get out of you. Okay, go ahead.
All right, hold on. To my speakerphone up on my phone.
Right, the volume was just maybe turn the volume up on your phone too. All right, go ahead, Maurice.
Yeah, I got a question. I was watching that Rams game and I saw how they kept doing the same play, rolling out the pocket and stuff like that. What you think we need to do? Like in the draft. I know I'm looking for a head. I know Alexander is out right now, and because I know teams gonna try to run that. That type of scheme on us.
That's all they're going to
sit
do.
in there like no statue. They're going to have to roll out.
They have to.
So I'm looking at well, we have to draft that way we can run 3-4 defense or 4-3 defense. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can switch it up, have some speed on the edge. Just in case they try it. You know what I'm saying?
They got packages now, but You know what? This is the 49ers. You're right, though. They are going to have to adjust because no team's going to be stupid enough to stand there under center because obviously you're going to come in, they're going to be dead meat. So this rolling pocket and some of these other plays that gyrate from that formation, you're right. The 49ers are going to have to adjust to that, like Fred Warner did yesterday. I'm not sure what kind of drills. I guess you could do drills for that. They had it all figured out. Remember they came out at the halftime? And they had guys in the right places. Yeah. It takes discipline, and they've got to stick to their P's and Q's on those plays. And don't deviate. Just stay in your place. Stay in your place. Stay in your spot. Keep an eye on the quarterback. And watch your man. And it's a discipline. They just got to get it down. They don't work on it enough because they haven't had to. But they'll get that down. But it takes a little time.
Yeah, you kind of can tell, you know what I'm saying, because they ran a lot of screen plays, a whole lot. You
Teams
know what I'm saying? Yeah, they know. So
they know. Don't stand there.
They're gonna keep doing it until.
That's how Jackson got us. You know, Lamar knows. Lamar said, "Y'all ain't killing me today, Jack. I'm out of this pocket. As soon as that ball gets here, I'm gone. You can come with me if you want to, but I ain't staying here." You know, and that's what other teams are thinking too. So and it works pretty good actually.
Exactly.
Even Matty Ice was trying to run it. Can you believe that? Oh,
exactly.
Man.
He, you know what I'm saying? He just as slow as Tom Brady is.
I'd love to see him in a foot race, but you're right. See? So the 49ers are going to have to do something about that. And in that 2 weeks they're off.
It's just a thought, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't want teams to play us one dimension. I want them, we be on point for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make them play our ball game, you know what I'm saying?
They're gonna have to take it. Takes even if the coaches know what to do, they can diagram it, but the guys have got to do it for a while. They got to work on it in practice.
Exactly.
They got to get that. They got to get that mentality. They got to know what makes. Instinctively, you can know, but you got to see things and be able to prepare in your own mind. When I see this, I know exactly what's going to do next.
Right.
Yeah, it takes a minute. So.
Yeah, that awareness,
Yeah, but Russell Wilson's going to do it this weekend, guaranteed. He ain't going to stand there. So
I know they're going to try. I already know they're going to try. They're going to try it. I'm saying, they're going to try that. They're going to try that. I was saying in my mind, watching the game, when the game went off, I said, they're going to try that. They watch this game, they're going to try it.
Playoffs,
and we need
same thing.
So I just hope, Marcel get most of the toe low in the second half, in the third and fourth quarter. And we just, just maul them down. You know what I'm saying? Just maul them down. Let them know, look here, y'all right here, and we up here.
Yep. See, that's why it'll be fun to and I'd love to see them beat the Hawks and humiliate them. This would be the ultimate.
Right.
God, that would just be such a thing. I want to put a burger on them. Give me a 40 burger, at least.
Yes. A 49 burger would be nice.
Oh, now you're talking. God. 9, let's see, I'm going to do the math on how they could get that done. Fam, hey, we got to go, though. But I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas and look for you Friday mornings.
Oh, yeah. I got
you. All right, fam. Good night.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Can you imagine 49 to Seahawks? It'd be 49-12 and dedicated to the 12s. You know what I want to see? I want Nick to do an Aaron Donald. If he gets Rusty down into the dirt, I want him to stand up and look around at the 12s. Aaron Donald didn't get to do that yesterday. I was waiting on it, boy. I said, Donald, don't do it. It makes me laugh, but don't do it to my team. He didn't. Look, Nick would. I'll never get over this Sunday. Dallas Cowboys, get out of here. You said to beat the Eagles, beat that butt. Hawks, was that Kyler Murray sitting on the side of the field with a hurt leg? Isn't that Hundley out there as backup beating your butts? Oh! I just want to get in and enjoy the moment. Man, please hit that like if you would. And I can't wait to see you Friday. Have a great, I hope your Christmas is so merry. I'll be here, Russell Wilson. No, I don't want anyone to think bad on Russell Wilson. Are them Cowboys? Let's see. Would there be anything more adorable than watching a busload of Cowboys go over a cliff? Niners! Ooh la la. Ooh la la la.